Hello, chat. Oh, my PNG's not where it's supposed to be. Uh-oh. Let me fix that. What if I do this, and then I do that? That works. There we go. My PNG was not in the right place, but we're here. Greetings, everyone. Tipsy here, Drunken, whatever you want to call me. Don't mind me that I'm slanted here. If you didn't know, if you weren't around for it, me and the one and only Epi were doing a Drunken side order soul link. And so we were being a little goofy by the end of it. At least I definitely was, because I was having like 4 times the alcohol content that fella was. But we're back live because, number 1, I'm not tired. Number 2, I'm still tipsy. Number 3, I want to hang out and have some fun. So we are going to continue with some vibes tonight, as I am sipping on whatever remaining alcohol I have near me. Because like I said, I'm not tired, I'm still tipsy, and I just kind of want to hang out until I feel like passing out tonight. So, we're gonna do exactly that. And yeah, we're gonna drop in here. Do a turf war drop in. I'm probably gonna just play shot or something. I'm just gonna bounce around weapons randomly. Because the gimmick here for tonight is the fact that I am not sober. Typically I do a funny little gimmick. Well, guess what? That is the gimmick. Is just, I'm not trying to skin an amiibo, Nintendo. Okay, thank you. That is the gimmick, is the fact that I am not 100% cognitive. I'm gonna leave the Nobody pool. I was hanging out with Nobody. Please check out Nobody VT. They are incredible individual who also makes content, like variety content and Splatoon content. If you don't know who Nobody is, please check them out. We're gonna drop into CantDoJack here. Do my typical pool for anyone who does want to potentially join us this fine evening, night, morning time zone. Wherever time it is for fellas, we're going to drop into Turf War and hang out. Hi again, Tipsy Jack. Hey, Ragdy. Welcome back. I'm solo flying now. I ain't with the Epster, the FB, the EPPY. I am by myself, but I'm with all you, and I will try my best to be solo host as I am tipsy. My day's going not too shabby, cat dogs. It started off rocky, but hanging out with Epi was a blast. Like I said on stream, Epi's kind of gives off a lot of like older cousin / sibling vibe. And so us yelling at each other and laughing at each other is just, it's just a fun way to spend the evening, honestly. I greatly appreciate him and like so many other people in this community. There's like, it's hard to put into words, but like, genuinely the people I've met on this journey has been kind of incredible and life-changing, and I'm not even exaggerating. 2 streams in one day is not actually unheard of. There's a time back in college, I actually did 3 streams in one day. It was like a 2-hour, a 4-hour, and a 6-hour, I think. It was during Fest, I remember clearly. But hopefully you're doing well. Sloth and Robot and Starry. Hopefully you're all doing well. Of course, disclaimer, obviously, can't hear it in my voice. I'm tipsy. Also, communication error, that's not my fault. Thank you, Nintendo. Love that. That is not my fault, clearly, because I'm able to queue up right away. Can I give you a tongue twister? I'm going to butcher it because I'm drunk, but sure. Thanks, Nintendo NSO. Very cool. You know what's weird? I mean, this is just who I am, but like, it's weird because I'm weird. I think it really goes to show more than any other time in my life. When I am tipsy, you can definitely like tell I'm that half chill, half chaos person. Because there I was, laughing my ass off, like teasing Epi back and forth. You know, being an absolute gremlin of a person. And then I feel a lot more chill now, you know, and that's just kind of that's my history. That sums up who I am. I feel like I am, I will be, and I think I'll always be half chill, half chaos. I am best of both worlds. Hey, what's up, Carp? Don't mind me. I am a little tipsy, but hopefully you're doing well, my friend. This is the tipsy edition of Turf War and Vibe because I have leftover alcohol from me and Epi's Drunken side order Soul Link. I'm surprised it didn't fall off the map there, I'll be honest. I really thought it was going to. Oh yeah, this version, other side, is made by NoteBlock. NoteBlock makes some really good remixes. The fact that I remembered that NoteBlock made this is incredible. I'm surprised I'm able to remember anything right now. I should try a weapon with Ultra Stamp then, because I know Ultra Stamp got a really good buff. Just from, like, watching Flota stream. I like to lurk in my buddy's streams, if you didn't know. So, even if I don't say anything, I might be in someone's chat. That's, like, a mutual. Potentially. I gotta change out some of this winter music for like spring music then. I still have a lot of like winter music from like Christmas time and stuff. But winter's like practically over. After the next Turf War and Vibe, which is literally Tuesday, I'm doing like back-to-back Turf War and Vibes. I'm doing one obviously tonight, which was a surprise stream. I wasn't even thinking I would go live again after me and Epi were done, but here I am, still having motivation, still wanting to stream. Today's been a slow, boring day for me, not gonna lie. Well, hopefully it's like, you know, I'd rather a slow, boring day than a stressful one any day. I don't know about you. So hopefully that's not too bad. I like days, ideally the perfect day for me work-wise is like it goes by quickly, but it's not stressful. Like, things just kind of go at a good pace. That's kind of like the last, I did a temporary, like a side hustle, or a side gig, whatever you want to call it, for a wedding venue. And, like, the last, like, 2 hours of that, actually, probably the last 2.5 hours, more so, went by really quickly, but it wasn't in a stressful way. It was just like, oh, okay, there's, like, more stuff to do. Like, I like that, when things go at, like, a good pace, but not stressful. I did something because I work and got ahead to bed in, like, 2 hours. Damn. I feel that, though. That's me most weekdays. Most weekdays, it's like, okay, I stream, right before going to work. Then I go to work my 8 hours, go to bed, pass out, wake up, rinse and repeat for, like, 5 days in a row. Welcome in, Chirp, JJ, and Joseph. Look at that. We got the quad J's up in here. That's awesome to see. You don't see that every day, getting 4 J's rolling, but here we are. We got the Chirp, we got the JJ, and we got the Joseph. That's what's up. That's wild. I love to see that. Ooh. Why did I pour myself so much vodka? I poured myself maybe a little too much vodka. I'll be honest, chat. But I have a rule of thumb, and it's just kind of the rule of thumb that I was kind of born and raised with. was if you put something on your plate, you eat it. Same thing goes for drinks. If you pour yourself a drink, you finish that drink. And I'm gonna do that. I'm a big boy. I'm a big fella. I will follow the rule of thumb, and I will eat what I dish out, and I will drink what I, pour. And what's up, Saul? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I'm still, well, number one, I have leftover vodka from me and Epi's side order, but also, yeah, I'm pretty drunk from the shots of moonshine I did for the side order. So like me and Epi did literally not like 2 hours ago we ended, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that immensely, and we agreed to run it back sometime. I do want to run it back. I'll probably do shots of like Crown or something instead next time because I'm out of moonshine, or maybe I can pick up more moonshine, but I doubt it. Unless I sell it locally, but it's like from Tennessee, so I doubt that. I don't know. I have to ask my roomie where he got it because like he got that for me for a graduation present, so I just gotta see where the heck he got it from. Hello, Master Agent. Hopefully you're doing well. So how's the drunk bro today? I am phenomenal. Fantastic, phenomenal, because I have, it's a holiday. I haven't drunk. I only really drink on holidays or special occasions. It's been since my birthday since I had a drink, really. So it's fun. I pretty much drink and like party like once a month, typically, or like whenever there's like a holiday, or if it's like a holiday, a birthday, or a special occasion, I will drink. Typically, I do not. How much drunk? Well, it's more about like how cognitively I am, right? Turf War doesn't take much brain power to begin with. What being drunk does to an individual, at least to me, because alcohol affects people differently, right? It's just like medication in a sense that anything that affects your brain or like your body affects people differently. For me, alcohol, I still feel like myself, right? Like I don't feel any different. I am me no matter what. It's just with alcohol in my system, it's typically a lot less of a filter, number one. Number two, I just feel a little bit like more head empty. I know I'm like typically head empty, or like very good head empty, in the sense of like I just kind of roll with it. I don't overthink things for the most part when it comes to gameplay. So gameplay wise, it's not too different. It's just, obviously you can tell speaking when drunk or having alcohol in my system is pretty much the same equivalent of me speaking whenever I'm sleep deprived, in the sense of I feel slower. I feel a lot more mellowed out. I feel a lot more slow. Technology and Science is founded on today. It was founded on the works of great like Euler and Fermat. At the time it was developed, that same mathematics was considered useless. It's kind of interesting to think about. Like, imagine inventing something that literally changed the dynamic of how you teach younger generations. But at the time of you creating it, it was deemed useless. Yeah, I agree with that later. Like, at least for me, there's definitely that crossover. Because, trust me, as somebody who, even before drinking alcohol, had many a night sleep deprived, being drunk has a lot of similarities. Being a nerd with what I learned in calculus. Mike, are you literally gonna pull the actually card? But yeah, hopefully you're doing well, JJ and Julian. I realize we have technically two JJs here. We have JJ Amalio, and then we have Julian Jet, which Julian Jet could also be a JJ, technically. factually, I am getting hammered. If I'm not already there. Like I said on my earlier stream, wow, that's a really good hammer. Like I said on my earlier stream today with Epi, I classify level of consumption of alcohol in 3 categories. The first category is being buzzed, which is like, oh, you're starting to feel the effects of not being sober, right? Like you probably had like 3 drinks and you're starting to feel a little like dizzy or something. Or just feeling a little bit of like, ooh, okay, that was strong or something. Then there's full on drunk where you're like definitely starting to like topple over a little bit, or like it's harder to walk type deal, or harder to think. And then there's hammered, where hammer is like the level where you're starting to feel like the room spin around you. You know what I mean? Like having like the imbalance in your head type deal. Like that imbalance, yeah. That's when you're hammered, in my opinion. Hello, Ari Art. Ari Animates, hopefully you're doing well. I am so used to calling you Ari Art, so I'm sorry. I don't know if you're the same person or not for sure. But I remember somebody in my chat being called Ari Arts, so I don't know if it was the same individual, if you're the same individual or not, but hopefully you're doing well. Let me at him. That's what I can describe. I am the only Ari. Okay, sweet. So you are 2 different fellows, yeah. I know what Ari Arts spelled A-R-Y, I think. I'm not sure. I just know of an Ari Arts. But now, Ari Animates, there you go. Pulls out Ari plushie. I'm gonna back out. I did not want that auto bomb killing me. Hopefully that section bomb can get some leverage there. I'm probably gonna die here. I'm seeing 2 people. Yeah, I'm so dead. I'll be surprised if I live. Wow, I'm surprised I'm living this long. I should have died like 3 times. I'm not gonna lie. God, I wish I had a Jack plushie. I'm not gonna lie. That's sort of my long-time goal. I don't think it's gonna happen, especially now. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, and I'm not gonna be a Debbie Downer. I'm just gonna vent it out my system quick. Fun fact, in the past 90 days of making content, I've been in the negative. I kind of fell off as a creator. I still stream and I still do stuff because I love to do it. And the people who do show up, you know, make me really happy. I'm able to like help provide like some kind of entertainment for some people out there in the world, and as long as I help at least one person every stream, I'm gonna keep on streaming. So I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but I will be honest with you, I don't know if like merch is actually liable or anything, considering the fact that I've been in the negative as a creator. Ever since I graduated, it's weird. It's like ever since I graduated college, everyone knows I'm an unk, and so my content has been as good as they used to be. But it is what it is. I'm gonna keep on pulling through, and I'm gonna keep on trying to hang out with y'all because it's fun. Hello, Cora. Hopefully you're doing well. How's it going? It's not going too bad. I just did a quick little ramble there. Don't mind me. I can get a little rambly even without the alcohol in my system. But hopefully your Sunday night's going well. I'm gonna hit the A button, and I'm gonna add you as a friend, so you can drop in too. Yeah, YouTube algorithms also a pain, I will admit. I agree. I feel your pain in a sense. Ari Animates. You make Kirby content though. I'll check you out. I'll actually probably drop a sub because I do love Kirby. I will be honest. I got really lucky early on with the YouTube algorithm. I think it was because like streamers were starting to be on the rise when I started. I started like in 2020, and like a lot more people started to stream on YouTube. I feel like, especially in the Splatoon community. I'm very chaotic. Hey, I like the chaotic and chill vibes. I like both those types of vibes. Like I said early on, I see myself as a mix of both those vibes. So I enjoy the chaos. Usually only get 3 people show up, but it gets lonely, but I still have fun. That's what it's about, though. Like, honestly, there's a reason why I have a stream rule of, like, don't tell me the view count. Is like, well, like, right now I don't have that rule in place simply because I'm not sober, so I probably won't care. Or I'll just bounce back from it quicker because I have alcohol. But, typically on my normal sober streams, I always have the, like, rule that says, hey, don't tell me view count, it gives me anxiety, because if it's too high, then I'm like, oh god, I have to, like, keep on being entertaining so that people stick around, and if it's too low, it's like, oh gosh, I'm not being entertaining enough. You know what I mean? Like, my brain will overthink it. So, I just have to, like, it's better for me when I just, like, zone out and just, like, sort of lock in on the live chat or lock in on the gameplay, because then I can just have fun with people. And that's the reason why I even hit the live button in the first place, why I started being a creator, is just, it's fun to be entertaining for people. Whether that be, like, hanging out and playing with viewers in, like, viewer lobbies, or, like, just, like, yapping and, like, having fun. Like I did earlier today, actually. Like, today was a perfect example. I did a single-player-based stream, and now I'm doing a multiplayer one. I like doing both these streams because I know I can entertain people through both. So, you know. Tri-string is pretty fun on this map. I can see why you enjoy this map. I do hope this map does come back in, like, Splat 4. This is definitely one of the better S3 maps, in my opinion. I like this. I like Umami. I know a lot of people don't like Eeltail. I personally like Eeltail. But more than Eeltail, I want Black Belly back. Black Belly's my personal goat. I love Black Belly Skate Park to death. Like, I would chop off half my liver just to have Black Belly Skate Park back in the game. As a roller main, I don't really care for Moray Towers, but I can see the vision. I understand why some people do like Moray. As somebody who mostly mains roller, though, I cannot tell you how many times I've been, like, sniped by an E-leader on Moray and, like, almost felt like throwing my controller. Give me your liver! I don't think Tricolor is gonna come back, I'll be honest, though. I think it's a neat concept. Simply because I feel like it's a Splatoon 3 exclusive. And I'm okay with it. Here's why I'm okay. I just realized my mic cut out. Sorry, I'm back. Here's my thought process. I don't think Tricolor is gonna come back, and I'm okay with it not coming back. That's a little too loud. I'm gonna skip that song. I think Tricolor's not gonna come back, because in my opinion, I hope this anyway. This is my hope for the Splatoon franchise. I hope every single Splatoon games from here on out, Splatoon 2, Splatoon 3, Splatoon 4, I hope every single game has a unique Splatfest event, right? So for Splatoon 2 had the Shifty Station. I hope Splatoon 3 had Tricolor. I hope Splatoon 4 has its own unique thing then. That's my hope. I hope every event going further in the Splatoon franchise has a unique associated mode or anything like that. Splatoon 1 technically did. Splatoon 1 had 3 maps per rotation. That was the unique thing that they did with Splatoon 1. Splatoon 1 had 3 Turf War maps per rotation for Splatfest. Splatoon 2 threw in Shifty Station. Splatoon 3 had Tricolor. So if you want to get technical, Splatoon 1 did technically have that by having 3 maps per Turf War rotation. And Splatoon 1 definitely had sassy Squid Sisters, that is true. Squid Sisters were sassy, and that's why they're kind of my favorite. I do love the sass, it's kind of silly. Also, welcome in, nobody. Oh boy, yeah, I have extra vodka I'm just sipping on, and I'm just, like, pretty much finishing whatever drink I poured out. Because here is the, I'm not gonna say my last name even though I was thinking of it. I'll say, here is the Ojin household rule. Whatever you dish out, you eat. Same thing goes for drinking. If you pour yourself a drink, you finish that drink, and that is the rule set I have. I poured out this vodka, I am drinking this vodka. Hello, some toxic. No, this is a drunk stream, hence the Tipsy edition. I am leftover tipsy from the drunk soul like me and Epi did together. So I am just finishing whatever drink I poured, streaming until I feel like passing out, and then calling it a night. This is technically just a bonus stream for people, because I'm still gonna do like a normal Turf Warren vibe, right? Like I'm gonna do like a regular Turf Warren vibe without like the drunkenness on Tuesday night. I'm actually gonna do a webcam. I think I'm gonna do a Turf Warren vibe webcam edition. I'm gonna set up a webcam, and I'll have like my face mask and beanie. So I'll be the IRL sneaky beanie going live. I'll make sure I like shave and stuff, even though you're probably not going to be able to see my face anyway because of the mask, but I don't like facial hair to begin with, so I shave frequently. And hello, Mario Wolf. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm dead. Explodes in a very Ari way. I guess you already trademarked the explosion, I guess. I'll actually check out your channel in a second, Ari. I'm gonna hit there's a fancy button I have and moderators have. I don't know why this isn't a feature for everyone. I feel like this should be a feature for everyone, but it's not. Moderators and owners of a channel can click a button that says go to channel to inspect somebody else's channel. I think it's mostly there just to inspect it in case someone's being suspicious, or like there's a potential bot. You can check out a channel and see when that channel was created. But I feel like that would still be useful for like other people, so that they could just like click on somebody and be like, oh hey, quickly go to this channel. Because it's useful, in my opinion. I think it's pretty damn useful for everyone. Say you make Kirby art or Kirby content. Let me see. Oh, you just draw and like do some animatics. All right, sweet. That's cool. I always like supporting artists. Artists are sick. Y'all have talent that I wish I could have. I'll be honest. One day. One day I will have more talent. The only talent I got is my voice, really. And that voice is just, I can talk. It's not really a pleasant voice, I believe. But it's one that can talk. It's one that can somewhat voice act. When I have the talent, but algorithm hates you. I'd say don't give up on it. Keep at it. Because honestly, you can just get lucky. That's what happened to me, honestly. What happened to me, the only reason why I got lucky with the well, there's a few reasons, which I'll tell that story after reading Mike's comment here. I do want to try Repo. Me and Cuddle Bunny kind of want to do a Repo collab. I prefer if you just call me Jack or Ojin. I don't know what the heck I do not know how to pronounce Jackogień. But I do really want to play Repo. I need to buy it. I know Cuddle asked me to collaborate on it. So I definitely want to get Repo and maybe do more collabs. Oh, and do some collabs on it if I enjoy it. I hear it's just like a funny other version. Like it's very similar to like the Lethal Company vibes, which I'm definitely down for. I've seen a lot of funny clips of it too, so I definitely am considering getting the game. I want to play Lethal again. Do not call me PBGN. Kirby's a good franchise. fun fact, one of the only claw machine games I've ever won at an arcade was a tiny Kirby plushie, and I have it hanging up in my room. Also, I really do hope, one of the things I'm going to bring up is, actually, something I did bring up, and I probably will bring up again when me and Colonel go live together. Me and my buddy behind the Colonel will live react to the Switch 2 Direct. Both of us are hoping / predicting. I feel like it's one of our far-fetched predictions, but both me and him would love to see a Nintendo Land 2. Because for those who don't know, on the Wii U, the original, like the Wii U, the launch game, one of the launch games or the bundled game was Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land was such a really good game, and I really hope that like they make a Nintendo Land 2 with like a Kirby attraction, because I feel like making a Kirby minigame would be really cool. Like, I think it would be like so fire. Also, yeah, it said MSHAR. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Is it like Miss Hair? Or I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry, but yeah, it has been almost a year. I was one of the few Splatubers who was able to live stream Splatoon 1 for a while. That was one of my most successful. It was my most successful live stream ever, and one of my most fun ones ever, because it really, I was able to celebrate with the rest of the Splatoon 1 community as the servers shut down. I think I was like one of 5 remaining Splatubers that were still on the servers. It was like me, Vic, me, Vic Vion, I think Jmoji, and like a couple others. And I think it was like 3 other people were also live. So I think it was like 6 of us were still like going on the Splatoon 1 servers and just trying to last as long as we could. I can't believe that was almost a year ago. It does not feel like that, but time flies. It's already like the big 25, and we're already like close to like the month of April, which is crazy to think about. You create Kirby Science and Anatomy, but you'll prove it. I'm curious. Remembering that one guy who stayed connected for like a month after the shutdown. I remember that dude was a legend. But no, I remember like people came to my stream. I reached my peak viewer count of all time. I'm gonna actually pull it up because it was kind of crazy. Looking back, this was like the most amount of people I've ever had on a stream, and it probably ever will have on a stream, because I feel like I kind of peaked with the live stream. But back in the day, when the Splatoon 1 servers were dying, it was my most viewed thing. Yeah, I literally caught Splatoon 1 the final hours. I went live for about 3 hours. It was the final hour the servers were supposed to live, and I was still live for about another hour. Okay, I remember. I swear I had more peak viewer, but it's saying my peak viewer is around 80, but it's still insane. 80 people is kind of crazy. Also, I'm gonna back out to see if there's any friend requests or anything here before doing a new drop. And if anyone wants to join us, pull us CantDoJack. You can just drop into the lobby. But here's the thing. I had an oh, that's what it was. Is my highest average view count was 52, and we peaked about 80 people. I was one of the few remaining peoples left on the Splatoon 1 servers, along with Jmoji and Vic and a few other people. It was kind of insane, and I absolutely adored that time spending with people, because like it really felt like saying goodbye to like an end of an era. You know what I mean? This music's a little too loud for me. I'm just gonna. That's better. But yeah, it really did feel like an end of an era for me. I don't know if I'll ever have another like as magical experience as I did saying goodbye to Splatoon 1, because without Splatoon as a franchise, well, number one, I don't think I would be here as a creator. Number two, I wouldn't feel like my sense of purpose like I do. even though I've been having a rough time lately, and that's just like with a lot of things, with content, with my life, with just trying to figure out what I want to do and where I want to be. Splatoon and its community has definitely helped me out in ways that go beyond words speaking. It was a lot. What species of honey digests, strong stomach acid, which dissolves. That's interesting to think about there, Ari. I do like your philosophy of like your headcanon there. I always love reading headcanons or research on like characters and like lore. Lore is fun. I'll have you know I've wrote in my own lore for games, mostly Splatoon, because Splatoon's like my main thing. Like, that's what I'm known for. It's not something I do all the time, but I do love this franchise. But hearing, like, reading that, seeing that, that's kind of sick to hear. That always puts a smile on my face whenever I hear people being passionate about like a game or a franchise or like making or finding lore. Ooh. I'm feeling a little emotional, but in like a good way. Y'all know what I mean? Does anyone just have the like good vibes hit you, like slap you across the face, and you just like are just chilling and like smiling, thinking about good stuff? That's kind of me right now. I'm just having a grand old time. I'm just like I don't know why. I'm just like kind of smiling and enjoying this moment right now. I think it's I don't know, just thinking about back to the Splatoon 1 end stream a little bit. So thank you very much, MS, for bringing that up. Remember, the service said they would close around 9. I was able to last until like 11:30, I think, or 11:15. Although it takes a lot of energy to. Yeah, that makes sense, Ari. One of the things, I know a lot of people don't see this as canon to Kirby, but one of my favorite things related to Kirby is Kirby Right Back At Ya. And in that lore, Kirby has his own, like, his stomach is basically its own pocket dimension. Which is kind of crazy, and, like, because Kirby has his own pocket dimension, he can, like, that's where, like, his copy ability comes from, is that, like, his pocket dimension's able to absorb the powers of whatever living creatures inside his pocket dimension. A ball of light for a few days before it hatches. That's cool. I need a monster claw for that there, Kirby. Honestly, the Kirby Right Back At Ya DDD voice is like DDD's voice for me. Like, it can't be any other voice. Cabbies can also be spawned from the stars. That makes sense because, like, that makes sense in the terms of, like, the Right Back At Ya lore. Because, like, literally in the Right Back At Ya lore, Kirby is a star warrior. And so the idea is that star warriors are born from stars. So, like, Meta Knight, Kirby, the other surviving star warriors, they were born from star. I want to read up on Kirby lore more. The Kirby voice is the Juno's one. I mean, the Juno's one is just inspired off of Right Back At Ya. you cannot deny it. Like, he literally just pulled that inspiration from the DDD voice from right back at you. I think Juno would admit it too, because he sounds like just a really good impression of it. Not just lore, it's my own headcanons. I made them raw. Well, they're pretty fire. I'm glad you cooked them up. I love reading headcanon. Headcanons. Actually, you did the honor of ranting. Ranting sounds like a negative term. I promise it's not. When I say ranting, I mean that in a positive way. Ranting / positive. But you went and described your headcanon about Kirby. I don't know if you've heard my headcanon about Splatoon, but one of my headcanons about Splatoon is that the Great Turf War, you know, like that big war between the Inklings and Octolings. My headcanon is that, like, both sides do not know who actually started the Great Turf War. Both sides believe the other, like, side started it, right? So, like, the Inklings think the Octolings started it, the Octolings think the Inklings started it. And so my headcanon is that, like, after the Great Turf War and everything, when the Octolings got pushed out to the Badlands and, like, Octo Canyon, Octo Valley, all that stuff, that's why they grew spiteful, and I feel like Octavio then, my headcanon is Octavio made his government a lot more militaristic, and so, like, he forced people to enlist in the Octarian army then. Like, it was like an expectation from society to enlist in the Octarian army. So I wrote in my lore, any Octoling who gains the ability to fully control their humanoid and swim form automatically a recruiter will show up at their house and they will be put into the army. And that's just something, like, I came up with. Like, I thought, like, oh, that makes sense for a militaristic society. Once they become valuable as a soldier, they get enlisted. And so my own lore, my Octoling's lore, like, Jack the Octoling, his lore, their lore, he uses he, that, just like me. His lore is that he got recruited. He started in the military for, like, about a month and a half or so. He climbed the ranking, went from private to corporal. And after becoming a corporal, he found out, like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. He was informed that, hey, the next mission is to steal the Zapfish from the Inklings. And Jack was like, wait. What do you mean steal the Zapfish from the Inklings? I thought we would be fighting, like, the Inkling military. Well, the thing is, after, like, 100 years, the Inkling military just doesn't really exist. Like, they didn't see a need for it. The only thing that's surviving that's related to it is the Squidbeak Splatoon, run by Captain Cuttlefish, which everyone thinks he's just a crazy old man, right? Like, there's only, like, he was able to enlist Agent 3, and his granddaughters, Agent 1 and 2, aka Callie and Marie, but there's no real Inkling military left. So, because of that, the Octolings, like, stole the Zapfish and whatnot. Jack was opposed to that. He went AWOL. He was deemed as a traitor and ran up to the surface world. That's pretty much a brief summary of my lore. Also, hello, Pearl, and hello, Akeem. But that's pretty much the TLDR shorter version of my lore. Octolings became a lot more militaristic after the Great Turf War. In my lore, both Inklings and Octolings blame each other for starting the war. They don't know who actually started it. Every house will arm turf war weapons and the like. Well, true. I feel like they started like that and then they evolved into, like, turf wars just being for fun. For fun. They just like to be for real. Technically, well, I don't want to get too political. I know that's shocking as somebody who is hammered or slowly becoming hammered. Somebody who did, like, 11 shots of moonshine today. You would think that I would get political, but I'm not gonna get too political still. I'm still pretty cognitive even when I'm hammered. Shockingly. 11 shots later. Wah! Wah, Luigi! Wah, Luigi, number 1! Wah! Did I do 12? I don't remember. I'll need to look back. I don't think, hear me out. I don't think respawn anchors existed. I know that's really dark to think about, but I think during the Great Turf War, I don't think respawn anchors existed. I think respawn anchors are a more modern day invention. And by modern day, at least in the, like the past 30 years in the Octoling world. I don't think they would have existed during the Great Turf War. I know that's dark to think about, but I do not think they existed. That is true. They could have possibly been the invention to help Inklings win. But I seeing the technology in the Splatoon world and how much more modernized it is, I feel like respawn anchors just didn't exist. There were 11, but I did an extra one. I could have said I did an extra one, but I probably actually didn't. I don't remember. It was enough alcohol to not remember. Let's see how close I am to leveling this dang shooter up. If I'm close, I'll keep playing it. That's 2,000 ink. Right? 1, 2, 3, no, that's like 20,000 ink. I wasn't trying to skin an amiibo. You know what? I'll do hammer time. Why not? I wanna feel the hammer buff. We're all born from the stars. That's cool, Ari. That's a neat thought. Like, just because that's where Kirby lives, that doesn't mean that's necessarily his home world or where he was born. Like lore. Lore's cool. The lore. Kirby became a meteor. That's cool. Kirby. What game franchise do I think has a bet? Like, you know, like, you mean like already read it, like written down lore? That's hard to say. I'm very biased towards Pokemon though. In terms of lore, the Pokédex is kind of a wild read. Like, think about it. You have this giant, like, encyclopedia of all these, like, crazy creatures, and they all have these, like, crazy, like, definitions and things, and, like, stories behind them. Like, I love just reading through it sometimes and, like, hearing some of the stuff. And it's also interesting to note, back in the day, the old Pokédexes, like, I read, like, through the Fire Red Pokédex, in the older generations of Pokemon, like Gen 1 through 3, older Pokédexes actually used to, like, reference real-world locations until they retconned it in Gen 4. Starting in, like, Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, they started retconning it because they wanted to, like, make other regions, and, like, come up with their own names and stuff, so they didn't want to actually, reference real-world locations, but literally, I think it's the... I'm surprised if I remember this when I'm drunk, but this just shows you how good my autism is when it comes to remembering stuff about my hyperfixations. But I'm pretty sure it's the Parasect Pokédex entry from Pokemon Fire Red that references China. If I'm gonna look that up after I'm done with this Turf War, But if I remember that correctly, that just shows you how good my autism is. I can't remember, like, something I placed down, but I could be, like, shit-faced drunk and remember a Pokédex entry of a random Pokemon. It's not even one of my favorite Pokemon. It's just a random Pokemon from, like, one of my, like, childhood games. Charisma with autism, half joking. I mean, if people like it, then, you know. I'm gonna look that up here in like about 27 seconds or so, whenever this match is over. I'm just gonna be shocked if I remember that correctly. I will look up Fire Red Pokédex entry for Parasect. Oh yeah, I know Farfetch is like a play on words in like Japan. I forget what it is too, but I know that it's a play on words. All right, I'm looking that Pokédex entry up right now. Parasect Pokédex Fire Red. Okay, let's see here. From Fire Red. I was right! Hey, chat. Pokemon Fire Red, Parasect. It scatters toxic spores from its mushroom cap. In China, the spores are used as herbal medicine. I can't believe I was right. I told you, Pokemon Fire Red, Parasect references China. What did I say? I was right. How do I remember that after 11 shots of coffee moonshine and sipping on vodka? I don't know. But I know what I know when I know it. China is canon in Pokemon Gen 1 through 3. Yeah, I have leftover vodka I'm sipping on right now. It's not much. It's just a little bit of vodka I poured during the soloing, so I'm sipping on that just to finish it, because I have a Ojin household rule. If you pour yourself a drink, you finish that drink, and I am finishing my drink. I mean, it's technically hydration. It has Sprite in it. Sprite has water. Henceforth, it's hydration. Lutria and gentrified. Ooh, Gemtri. Interesting, Ari. Not enough. Ah, it's fine. Hello, Octo Alex. Hopefully you're doing well. Pearl, if it makes you feel better, Holmes, oh god, I'm starting to really be drunk. You heard that, like, speech being all messed up. That's how you know. I know I'm starting to feel hammered then, if I mess up my speech that bad. God. I promise you I'll have a bottle of water before going to bed. If it makes you feel better, Holmes, I'll have a bottle of water. I promise you. I got that drunk in me. It's like I got that dog in me, but instead I got that drunk in me. I probably will. I know I'm gonna wake over with that. Wake over. Wow. I'm trying to say hungover, and I said wake over. I'll wake over with a hung up. I'll wake up with a hangover. Gosh. Eddie Marchante, you might start fighting for the other team. Probably. I'll start seeing Joseph, and it'll be like, come here, Joseph, let me shoot you. And Joseph will be on my team, and I'll be like, wait a minute. They're both in jail beings? That's cool. It's pretty pog. I have not said the word pog in like 3 years. Why would I say the word pog? I'm not thinking right. I would say I'm not thinking straight, but I never think straight. Anyway. Same, Holmes, same. I always think Pan deep down. Deep down, I'm always thinking Pan. Well, it's better to be called old than Unk, honestly. Unk is like the biggest insult. If you get called Unk, it's just over. There's nothing you can do. It's just over. I got that demo, man. Hey, what a bottle of scrumpy. I need to play TF2 while drunk. That's gonna be the next holiday. I mean, I could make an excuse for April Fool's, but I don't know if April Fool's is like... Wait, when is April Fool's? Is April Fool's on a weekend? Or is it at least close to a weekend? If not, then I'll probably wait for like 4th of July. But I need to find holidays. I need holidays to plan out drunk streams, because this is technically my St. Patrick's Day streaming. Because I work on Monday, and I do not want to stream. I don't want to drink before work, clearly. Ooh, Seraphim. Like the angle. Oh, 420 though! Thank you, Pearl. I'm not gonna get high, but I'll get drunk. That's something. I'm gonna hit up Epi and ask him. I might do my the other side order with him on that day, and then like do something like I did today, where it's just like, oh, Impulse bonus stream. Yeah, April Fool's is on Tuesday. I could technically do... No, the 31st is too soon. I'll wait for 420. Next drunk stream, it will be 420. If Epi agrees. If Epi is free on that Sunday. I will message him before I go to bed, and then he'll probably answer me in the morning. Or like afternoon, or whenever he's free. Be like, yo, can we play this for 420? Question mark. Because I don't think he does the Mary Jane either. So I'm sure he would be okay with running us back and doing more. Our second side order attempt, I think, would be fun. Oh, happy birth! I forgot you were a 420 fella. Oh my gosh, you're just like my one. I knew a girl from my graduating class who was born on 420. Horror game when drunk? Maybe I'll do Lethal. I'm 100% down to do Lethal Company or Repo. Repo or Lethal while drunk is funny. I did Lethal Company on my one birthday. I think it was the 22nd birthday. Oh, I'm not doing Poppy Playtime. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Poppy. Poppy and FNAF are two games I can't really stream. I just don't really like them. I'll be honest. I mean, FNAF I respect as a form of media. I respect, but I like watching it. I don't like playing it. Like I've loved like watching nobody stream. Ultimate Custom Night was a fun experience. By it, I mean the hellfire constantly emanating from my soul. I also feel that dual dynamic duos, I don't really feel like doing that tonight. Sorgi. You have horns and multiple wings that hold on their... That's cool. I gotta post a basic composition of the exact design if you want. I mean, if you have Discord, I hope this command work. If you have Discord, you can join my Discord and put it in the media channel. I think that's the right link. If it's not, let me know, and I can get the right link rolling then. Oh, you don't? Okay, oopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Oh, and your community post. I can check out your community post then. I'll check it out after stream. Or if I don't remember after stream, I'll probably remember the next morning. Because here's the thing about me drinking. I don't forget much. I will forget like minor details. But if I make a point of something, I won't forget it. So I'll check it out then. Oh yeah, I can community post sometimes, alright. Oh, because I have third-party Joy-Cons. My Joy-Cons are third-party. And they're kind of finicky. But hey, don't worry. When Switch 2 rolls around, I'm buying a Switch 2, and then they will have better Joy-Cons, so I probably won't have any more issues. Also, I keep forgetting to charge my Pro Controller. Don't make an ass out of me for it, please. Some viewer did that before. Some viewer were like, oh, how embarrassing you use Joy-Cons. It doesn't matter what controller you use. The one I'm using, no, it's an OLED. I do have my Gen 1 Switch in my backpack, but I only use that when I stream Splatoon 2, because my Splatoon 2 data is on my Gen 1 Switch. Well, they might have better. I mean, according to the patents, they will. The Joy-Cons will have, like, a gyroscope in them so that they can also function like a mouse. And because of that, they will also not have drift because of the gyroscope, it'll be, like, better at prevent drifting. So, according to the patents, they won't. Oh, no, they retracted that statement. When they said that Joy-Cons were a myth, they retracted that statement because they even had a service to help fix Joy-Con drift. They accepted Joy-Con drift. That was a while ago, when they said it was a myth, but they retracted that statement. Trust me. As somebody who hyperfixates on Nintendo, I know that they had a service to help fix Joy-Con drift specifically. So they know it exists. So I'm like 90 without even seeing the Switch 2 like in person or anything. The fact that it has a gyroscope in it makes me like 90% confident that the Switch 2 will have a lot less Joy-Con drift. Will it be fully gone? I don't know. But I'm confident in saying that I think Joy-Con drift is definitely going to be less apparent in the future. And use them for years without issues. Yeah, I get your concern though, Holmes. Trust me, I get the concern. I'm just saying, as somebody who is a mega nerd when it comes to like studying like what Nintendo is doing, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. And hello, Puggy. Hopefully you're doing well. Trust me, Nintendo, like, my flavor of autism is Nintendo. Anything, and I proved that, too, with the freaking pulling a Pokédex entry out my ass earlier. Like, literally, anything Nintendo-related, I probably know, or at least have a good idea about. There's barely anything that I don't know. The only thing I don't really know well, and I will admit it, and it's like 3 franchises that I need to play more to, like, really know more. WarioWare, Rhythm Heaven, and Xenoblade. Those are 3 franchises that I definitely need to play more in order to know more about them. But outside of those 3 franchises, I am pretty on top of it with Nintendo. What's Nintendo's first console? Specifically, when you say console, it's technically the NES, although if you consider handhelds, then the Game & Watch came out sooner. And arcade machines came out before that, too. But if you're talking about a home console, it is the Nintendo Entertainment System. If you're not, then it's the Game & Watch, because the Game & Watch came out in 1980. The NES came out later. Without looking, 591, let's see. 591, I believe, would be... I think that's Gen 5. I know for a fact it's probably Gen 5. I don't know if that... I don't know which one that is. I'll have Pokédex numbers I need to be better at. Pokédex numbers I can definitely work on. I just know for sure Gen 1 through 3 is like my goat. That's what I know the most, but Pokédex 591, let's see. It is Amoonguss. Wow, you were right on that, Pearl. Good job. Okay, that's not fair. I didn't know you were going to consider Color TV game series. Because that... Nah. Because that's Japan only. I didn't think you were going to pull Japan only on my ass. If it's Nintendo and it releases in the US as well... If you would have said Japan only, I would have known the Color TV game series, but you didn't say Japan. You didn't say Japan only, okay? That's a little BS now. You got the drawing done? Cool, cool. I'll check it out then. I'll check it out after this match. But no, I'm saying most Nintendo stuff, if you ask about it, I know of it, or at least have heard of it. See, I didn't know what you would define as a console there later, so that was a little... Come on. If you ask me something like, oh, what was Nintendo's first game to implement 3D graphics? It's technically Star Fox on the SNES, because it was the first one to implement 3D graphics before the Nintendo 64. If you ask if you ask like a trick question though, like, oh, what console did the Animal Crossing series start? Technically, it depends on your answer, because Animal Forest was on the N64, and that was like technically the start of Animal Crossing. But if you are talking about strictly Animal Crossing and the title of Animal Crossing, it would be on GameCube. And GameCube alone, you know what I mean? It's a trick question. Because, like, what do you consider, like, Japan-only type items, then it's definitely, it throws people off. You don't know. If you ask people the question, like, oh, when does Animal Crossing begin? Or what was the, like, console Animal Crossing first appeared on? I guarantee you 99.9% of Americans will say the GameCube. Oh, I do not want to think about the Philips console. The Zelda CGI, Hotel Mario, we don't talk about those. Those should have not existed in the first place. They're funny for memes, though. I'll give you that. They're funny for the memes. Dang, okay, I thought the hammer buff was better. Yeah, that's like asking when does Earthbound begin versus when does Mother begin. Because Earthbound and Mother are like the same but not the same. Because Mother technically began on the NES, while Earthbound began on the SNES, and then eventually, like, you know, there was like Earthbound Origins was like released later, I believe as like an NES port, or like at least on NES Online. Because in America, it's Earthbound Origins, Earthbound 2, which we haven't even gotten Earthbound 2, aka Mother 3. But it would be called Earthbound 2 if we get it here in the States. I hope the princess made lots of spaghetti. Alright, let me pull it. Let me see your lore here. What's the lore? The lore! Oh, there it is. Explodes. That's cool. Yeah, there it is with like the eyes, like the 3 eyes, the multiple wings. That's cool. I dropped a like on that. That's neat. Oh man, I'm lightheaded. Hey Chad, why am I lightheaded? Wrong answers only. Gee, I wonder why. Could be anything, really. Yeah, it's totaling the atmospheric pressure here in Pennsylvania. Because I stayed hydrated. That's probably the best answer. Or the most real answer. How do I get short? The only thing short is my temperature. My temperature? My temper. Wow, I'm so great. And I don't even have that short of a temper. I'm like, I don't know. I sometimes do. It depends. I feel like anyone can have a short temper, depending on things. I'm lightheaded because I was hit by a coconut. Yep, 100%. I am dizzy because of coconut. Why are you so cold? I'm short. See, I am somewhat, like, slightly above average height. If I wear a certain type of shoe, I'm 6 foot. If I wear, like, if I wear high tops, or, like, dress shoes, I'm 6 foot. My height's technically, without shoes, it's 5'10.5". I feel kind of comfortable at my height, honestly. That is one thing I am comfortable with because, like, ideally, I am going to be more, like, wow, why am I still nervous about saying that when I'm, like, drunk? Probably because I live with my family, but ideally, I want to be more androgynous, which height doesn't really play too much of a factor in that, luckily. Hello, Daniel. Hopefully you're doing well. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I like want to give off those vibes. I'm like average height for my area. Where I live, there's a lot of people around my height. Like growing up, like my height looked like regular height, honestly. But if I stand next to someone who's on the shorter end, there's definitely, you can tell the difference. Like I've met people who are like 5'2", and I just kind of like if they're my friends, I tease them a little bit. Like I will do like the typical like measure my height compared to their height type deal, just to tease, because it's fun to do. If they're okay with it, obviously. Like, if they're not okay with that, or if they're not okay with the lighthearted teasing, I won't. But a lot of people are. So I tend to pull off that move as somebody who likes to lightheartedly tease people. The height compare. Dude. Towering over humans just feels wrong. I mean, for me, it feels kind of silly. Sometimes I feel like a building, which is kind of funny. I am the building. Oh my god, I just splatted Joe Biden. I'm so sorry, former president. Sounds like your population has a big height dynamic, which is interesting, robot. Watch out for the bite and blast. Oh my gosh, Rayquaza? I'm not gonna apologize for that pronunciation ever. I know some people say Rayquaza. I know some people say like. I'm sorry. Growing up, it's just drilled in my head. I will always call that legendary Pokemon Rayquaza. It's like the word Ray. It's the word Quaza. Rayquaza. Nice and quick. That's how I pronounce it. Also, hello, Nettie. Welcome into my drunken shenanigans. This UI is Jackogień. There's no judgment here. I mean, that's fun. That's a fun pronunciation. Jackogień. 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 Arceus or Arceus? Ooh, speaking of Pokemon, this is a Pokemon song. Yes, I've listened to that on loop. There is a Take Me to the Beach, I'm pretty sure. I've listened, trust me, that's going to be on my Spotify Wrapped. It's one of the songs I've had on loop this year. Next to this lo-fi called Shelter. It exists on this is gonna sound really cheesy to admit on stream. I'm sorry, I'm a dork. I cannot control the fact that I am a dork, okay, chat? So, letting you know, I'm a dork before admitting this on stream. So there's no judgment or little judgment. We're clear, right? Y'all know I'm a dork. There is a VR chat world called it's embarrassing to admit, but there's a VR chat world called Cuddle Me. The reason why I love this VR chat world is I don't actually like pretend to cuddle people, but there's a VR chat world called Cuddle Me, and the background music to it is this lo-fi called Shelter. Mix that lo-fi with some like raindrop sound effects. It is the most relaxing song I've ever heard. I would play it on stream if I wouldn't get copyrighted from it. But it is a beautiful lo-fi. Combine that with like stargazing, raindrop sounds, whatever. It is, God, I love that lo-fi so much. It is like one of the most beautiful lo-fis, and sometimes I almost like, there were times where I almost fell asleep in VR in that world simply because of that music. Combine that music with like raindrop particles. It's honestly, the vibe, you cannot beat it. It is like unfathomable vibing. So yeah, I'll admit I'm a dork. It's called Shelter. I can figure out who makes it. It's on Spotify and YouTube and stuff like that. I can look it up in a second here, but the song name itself is called Shelter. I will pull the song in a moment. Just give me like 40 seconds here. Let me finish this turf war, and I will pull up exactly who makes it. Da, 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 da. Usually set up through OBS is like the go-to, and if you want to stream Switch games and stuff, you would need a device called a capture card. Porter Robinson. Wait. Porter Robinson, like, is that like the artist, or what are you cooking, Cuddle? Hold on, let me see. Shelter, right? Let me look it up. I'm looking up on Spotify right now. I have a Yar Shippity Spotify because I don't want to support Spotify fully because I know they support things that I don't support type deal. But I'm putting on Spotify. Yar Shippity, tell me what who makes Shelter for sure. Nope, different Shelter. My Shelter is from a artist called WYS. WYS makes a lo-fi called Shelter. Oh, sorry, I backed out. So I'll just back out, accept friend request, and then drop back in for anyone who wants to play. But no, if you listen to it, it is called Shelter by WYS. They have that lo-fi music playing in a VR chat world called Cuddle Me, and it is very, very, very relaxing. More relaxing than any other lo-fi I've listened to, like, pretty much all year. I mean, I love my playlist, don't get me wrong, and all the beautiful, like, amazing artists that, like, make this stuff. But that's kind of going to be one of my, probably go-to songs of the year is, like, Shelter by WYS. Obviously, I'm a Imagine Dragons nerd. For people who don't know, I'm a huge fanatic for them, so I would definitely still be listening to a lot of Imagine Dragons, but that's still one of my favorite lo-fi's, songs, whatever terminology you want to use there. I'm gonna play a little bit more Stringer. I kind of want to, like, 4-star Wellstring V and Splattershot around the same time here. So I'll play a little bit of Wellstring. I am not going to play the challenge tonight. I am too hammered for that. But hopefully you're doing well, DJ. Yeah, Dan Reynolds, the head singer for Imagine Dragons, has a lot of variety. And you can hear it in different songs. Like, he's able to portray a much more, like, upbeat, like, all over the place type vibe, or just a chill mellowed out song. And the best way to, like, listen to that is, like, listen to a slower paced song of theirs, like Demons or My Life, and then compare it to a song like Dare You, or Eyes Closed, or Bones, or Believer. Compare it to, like, just compare one of their slower paced chiller songs to one of their, like, more upbeat, like, uplifting type songs, and you can hear the vibe difference, and you can hear his vocal range is kind of crazy. He puts a lot of emotion into his lyrics too, which is part of the reason why I absolutely adore his like him and his band's music. Like, Imagine Dragons is the best in my opinion. Like, I've been lifelong friends. Oh, wow, lifelong friends. That's crazy. Lifelong listeners. I wish I was their friend. But no, I've been lifelong listeners of Imagine Dragons. You play VRC every day? That's cool, Pug Izzy. I used to play VRC, like, very regularly. I was on, like, a hyperfixation of it where I played it probably every day for, like, 2 weeks straight. Then I got a job, and ever since I got a job, you know, I haven't really been playing it as much. I still love it, and I'll hop on with buddies if, like, people ask to hop on. And, like, if people send me friend requests and stuff and I recognize them, I'll accept them. So if you see some guy named Jackogień on VRC, and it's, like, an Ocean avatar or an Octoling avatar or something Nintendo related, it's probably me. I should listen to the song Snowman. Bet. I will check it out on MS because I do, like I said, I love Shelter. Shelter is my favorite so far from them. But I will check out Snowman. I do love what they make. Yeah, I like their name is Dee Dee Don't. King Dee Dee Don't. I had a feeling someone's just, like, they were, like, I would still have enough time on my hammer to kill him. I've been listening to stream the whole way. I've been napping and half listening. Jack, your words went into my sleep state. Really were in my brain. Get out! Get out! You need to leave! Imagine you fall asleep and all you dream about is a drunk Jack playing Splatoon. I feel so Ari. That's real. I feel so Jack. I feel so Drunkogen, actually. I am the Drunkogen. I love to get into VRC one day. VRC is a really good game with the right people. I'll have you know, like, I mean, it's same thing with anything on the internet. There could be some sus people, but like, if you do it with like a group of friends or like the right people, it's a lot of fun. I feel so drunk, Ocean, or drunk Jack. I'm not Ocean right now, I'm Jack. There's technically a difference between the two. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Let me take a sip of my vodka, and then I'm gonna pull a move what Cuddle typically does. Cuddle! 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 Hi. I should have a specific voice. That's hard to do because they're both me, though. That's the thing. Jack and Ocean are just me. The only time I really voice act is when I'm voicing a different character. Like, my nerd character is Shadow, so he sounds more like the actually. He sounds like a nerd. So that's why he sounds significantly different from Jack and Ocean. Jack and Ocean are just me. They're self-inserts. They're myself, so I don't really feel like voice acting them because they're me. Besides, they have the same soul, so it makes sense that they sound the same. They're literally the same people, just like born in different universes, right? So that's my lore reason for why they sound like the same. Versus some of my other OCs or characters, like, well, I just used the example of Shadow, the nerd. But you also have the announcer, which sounds different as well. The announcer is specifically supposed to sound like a early 20s, 30s type announcer, based off the last time on The Legend of Korra, and also a little bit of Alistor. And then you have the Hex Maniac Jack, which is just supposed to sound like me, but absolutely sleep deprived. Because the lore behind Hex is a variant of Jack that never sleeps. And that's where the reason for the voices I have for those different characters. She's like, oh my god, it's the old-timey sounding Jack. Oh my gosh, announcer. It's just like, oh, hey, Hex, I guess. Well, that's okay. No one really misses me anyway. The spirits provide me company, so it's fine. And that's pretty much Hex. Hex is like Insomniac. Dearly beloved, for your entertainment, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Hell's latest arrival, the equal opportunity killer, Alistar. Boy, I hope that wasn't a viewer fella, because viewer fellas were supposed to ban screen. I could be drunk, but I still know that we shouldn't do that. Is Hex a Hex Maniac, like, from Pokemon? Yes. Hex is just an abbreviation for Hex Maniac. Hex has something that I don't have, which is full confidence to be NB. Hex only uses they, them. Meanwhile, you know, Jack and Ocean use he, they, just like myself. But Hex, specializes in Ghost type with a little bit of Fire and Dark type as well. But specifically Ghost type. So everything he had, or everything they have, sorry, everything that they use is at least partially ghost type. So they use like a Sableye, which is dark ghost, Shedinja, which is bug ghost, Gengar, which is poison ghost. They use Alolan Marowak, which is fire ghost. They use Chandelure, which is fire ghost. And every now and then, I believe... Hold on, let me pull up the other Pokemon. I have it written down in my lore. They use Spiritomb, potentially as well. They also like Ceruledge. Ceruledge is another Pokemon they might opt in for. But mostly they only own Pokemon that is at least partially ghost type. I try to glide and fail my splat. I mean, that's so real. Your brain adapts to having a Pearl Drone, and then you just don't have a Pearl Drone anymore. Oh yeah, the Legends, the new Legends ZA Hex design is pretty cool. I'm genuinely... My parents are asleep, I think, right? Let me check this. Because I kind of want to yap about some things. Oh yeah, it's 10:30, they're asleep. I get gender envy from that to some extent. Jack, what? Cuddle and Pearl, what? What's up, Holmes? What's up with you two? What up? If you're gonna just what? Wait, why is it what? What? What do you want? What's up? Me tired and Misa need laundry, but weather suck. Well, umbrella? Question mark? Send help, please. I bestow upon you a hypothetical umbrella. Make weather change, okay. What's a magic spell to make the weather change? Avada Kedavra. Bibbidi boppity boo. It is now sunny outside. Smile. I like how like the different mindsets between three people. It just Pearl, I'm gonna use a Pokemon move called Sunny Day. Nobody, I'm gonna murder the weather. Me, bibbidi boppity boo. Magically change the weather. Oh boy. I said all this stuff out loud, none of it worked. Damn. Maybe you're not the right level to use this move Sunny Day yet. I have no shame. I mean, I don't either, but I had 11 shots of moonshine, and that's my reason. I had 11 shots of moonshine and I'm sipping on vodka. Oh, hold on. My capture card is lagging on my end. I'm going to have to boop and boop. Plug it out, plug it in. I'm probably going to die because my capture card got effed up. Capture card. Okay, there it goes. How did I Damn, my team actually protected me. Thank you. I'm sorry, my capture card cut out. I can see on my end. It's not displaying on that end though, so let me fix that. Capture card, game capture. Put on my webcam for a second, and then I'm gonna do that. There we go. It's fixed. Sorry you had to see my ugly mug without my mask for a second. I wanted to cover my screen, but I can't really. I'm drunk. I don't know where the webcam is. So sorry, you got to see a frame of me, or like a few frames of me, maybe like 5 frames. What level do you think I am? Level 20? 21? I thought Sunny Day was like a level 25 level, I don't know. Oh, Cuddle doesn't naturally learn Sunny Day. They need to learn it from TM. Okay. I ain't ugly and you didn't see it. Oh, I definitely am. Trust. Trust, I look like an ugly mug right now. I'm drunk. I haven't shaved yet, so I have, like, peach fuzz, which I hate. As somebody who... That's what I wanted to rant about. I'm gonna skip that song, because that's too upbeat. I want a, like, chiller vibe. Is this chill? Yeah, this is chill enough. Okay. But no, what I wanted to rant about a little bit is, ideally, I actually do want to be androgynous. I don't think I can pull off. I don't think number one, I don't think I can pull it off. Number two, I don't have the confidence for it. Number three, I'm kind of closeted at home anyway, so I can't really express that other than growing out my hair, which I'm trying to. So, it is what it is. Yeah, facial hair is stinky. I don't want it. I want to, like... I want to be, like, a little... I don't know how to word it. Because like, I feel like I'm too naturally masculine, and I don't like it. May I inquire gender and identity? I use he, they. More so he, him in person just because I'm closeted. But I like they. It's comfortable. I don't know. See, gender for me is just weird. It's interesting. Yeah, that's how I feel about my masculinity a little bit. Cuddle, so I feel ya. I hate naturally being like, or like coming across as like one when I want to be like ideally in between or none. It's either I want to be both or I want to be none. And it's like a little too like that's one problem with the fact that like the one slight issue with the fact that I number one went to a con, number two I face revealed is the fact that like when other people portray as like more androgynous and stuff like that, if they haven't face revealed or anything like that, it's easier to picture them as more androgynous or like fluid or whatever. Because like when you think about them, then you think more so about their like channel mascot or OC or things like that. Meanwhile, I feel like because people have like seen me in person and stuff, people might like picture like what I look like in person, and I don't really want that too much unless I am specifically portraying myself in a way that makes me look like my Octoling, which is like what I'm doing on Tuesday. The whole like Turf Ward Vibe webcam edition, I'm gonna be wearing like my mask and beanie and a hoodie, so I'm gonna like look more like my Octoling, you know? You want to be like a twinkle or like a man who's capable of pulling it off, so just so I can flip whenever the two, not all the time. That definitely sounds like fluid goals. As somebody, like, you know, as someone who knows people who are gender fluid, that sounds like gender fluid goals. Gender as a social construct, when you aren't closeted, you can fix it. Fix it? No, you can. And when I see people's faces, I still only think of their son if they have one. That's more a reflection of who they are. I appreciate that a lot, actually, Pearl. I don't know what I want to be. That's valid, too. It's honestly the only thing that really helps me out with all that type of stuff, right? Of orientation, of identity. The only thing that really, the number one thing that helps me out through it all is just like, who am I without other people's expectations? when I'm by myself, when I'm all alone, if I have no fear, no anxiety, who am I? That helps me out a little bit, at least. And for me, when I ask myself that like question, like who am I just know for sure one of the major attributes is Jackogień. I like being Jack the Octoling. I like being Ojin the Wolf. I like being this entertainer. I like being here with all of you. And when I think about who I want to be on like a personal level, it's not too far off from what I do on this channel. I just want to be a fella, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to exist. I want to have fun. And I just know from a personal standpoint, I'm comfortable with he, him, and they, them for the most part. The only time I didn't feel comfortable, and it's a weird thing too, it was a very weird attribute, or a very weird like feeling. The only time I didn't feel comfortable with it was like someone in particular called me he, him, or like referred to me as he, and I don't know why, just like that was one of the very few times where I felt off by it, you know? Like, it was like, that didn't feel right. I don't know why either. Like, I'm still trying to process why those emotions felt the way they felt, you know? And I think, like I said, a big part of that is just trying to figure out what's comfortable. One of the main things I think represent me well, I just spice my voice because it doesn't fit them. I say I don't mind here, but that's because I feel like I have to IRL. That's kind of me a little bit with he, him. Like, I have to IRL. And, like, my employers call me that, and, you know, my family calls me that. I'm used to it. Like, they wouldn't understand anyway, and I don't want to, like, necessarily cut ties with my family or anything like that. So, you know. I love being a grenade. Kaboom! I do get disappointed at best when people call me they. I feel like that's more of a respect thing, hopefully, if people don't know, like, like you use she, her, or anything, Pearl. Because that was, like, one of the first things, like, of respect I've learned through my, like, own personal journey. It's just, like, common courtesy where if you don't know someone's pronoun set, to refer to them as they, them. A lot of the times I default to just saying homes or fellas because that's another neutral term in my eyes. But if I know a pronoun set, I'll try to utilize it. But now when people can double check, well, that's true. Like, there's some ways to, like, double check it, you know what I mean? But no, like, I'm gonna like, if people tell me their preferred pronouns, or I know, I'm gonna try to utilize them in their name. You know what I mean? Like, in a general sense, like, if I know someone's set, I know their name, I'm gonna refer to them as such. So I'll refer to you as Pearl and she, her, because that's what you prefer. And same with anyone here. If anyone knows whatever name they prefer to be called or pronoun set, I'm going to refer to you as such if I know. Well, you know my real name too. You just don't tell anyone because that's like, you know, client customer / client business confidentiality there. That's like the agreement that I have with anyone I PayPal. If I PayPal you and we know each other's IRL name, we keep it hush-hush because that's just business. That is the rule of thumb with business. You don't divulge personal information. And internet safety. Yeah, true. I know, my real name. But no, that's one of the things I actually, like, back in the day, for a very small portion of time, I'm talking, like, probably, like, 3 months, I had, like, a tip page, and it only got utilized, like, maybe 2 or 3 times. But I noticed on my tip page, it would connect to my PayPal. With it being connected to my PayPal, it would reveal my real name, and I'm like, I don't like that, because anyone can choose to, like, PayPal me $1, and then they know my real name. I don't want to dox myself for $1. Now, if it was $1,000, maybe. But, no. Number one, I actually wouldn't dox myself for $1,000. Number two, yeah, I just saw that as a security risk, so I shut down that tip page ages ago. Now it's just like, if people want to throw money at me, it's either Super Chat, or you should go on Corrupted Hyena at Etsy.com to buy the Jackogień merch, which only has about 45 days remaining. Shameless plug. But so that I don't have to use my real. That's so smart, though. Okay, that's big brain. That is big brain. You don't have to use a real name. You protect. My dumb name is still connected to my PayPal. I should probably make a business one, but I feel like it's a hassle. So I'm just like, the only people I really trust with it is like go-to like artists and stuff. Or like if I meet somebody at a con and like I decide to PayPal them for lunch or something, and I meet somebody in person, then I'm probably comfortable with PayPaling. Like I PayPal'd like Koi for stuff. But no, having like a Jackogień business PayPal wouldn't be a bad idea. That way I can like keep all my like business transactions all in one place too for taxes and stuff. You're waving at me, DMs. I'll check in a minute. Hi, Zan. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm freaking crunk right now. I had 11 shots of moonshine tonight, and I'm stepping on alcohol. Well, and specifically vodka. I have a little bit of vodka left over. I'm sipping on. I am drunker than a skunk. Whoopee! Drunk skunk, ramble. I'm gonna die. Anyways, I'm gonna estrogen. Sounds good, Pearls. Have fun with estrogen. How's it going, Tipsy? Toeying by the I don't have any YouTube bots. What do you mean? I haven't had bots this stream at all. I haven't had a bot on YouTube in a hot minute, actually, if I think about it. Yippee. Skunks must be the worst alcoholics in the world. I mean, where else did the saying come from, right? I mean, I'm assuming it came from somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, they had to have. Like, where else would it have come from? Alright, let me open up this DM. Where's my mouse? Oh, my mouse is on my second monitor. That's why I couldn't find it. Oh, that's a cool GIF wave. Why no pupil? Your eye is like... You got no eyes. Who robbed your eyes, Holmes? Who stole your eyeballs? Someone yoinked them eyeballs. How many does it take to get you tipsy? It depends on the percentage. If it's like a strong mixed drink, then like 4. Right now I'm hammered, right? I've had enough where I'm at the point of hammered. In my scaling of alcohol consumption, it goes buzzed, then drunk, then hammered. I am at the hammered point. because I've had 11 shots of moonshine, which every shot at like that alcohol percentage was like 17.5. I am sipping on a mixed drink that's mostly vodka, and the vodka is 40%. So there's that. So I'm having enough. How much alcohol have I had? Yes. And 2 shots of vodka pours half the bottle. That's me. That's me making a mixed drink. It's just like, all right, I'm gonna do 2 shots of vodka. Proceeds to pour half the bottle. I get tipsy, and after that, I stay tipsy no matter what I consume. See, like I say, I have the different levels. I have the tipsy versus drunk versus hammer. Tipsy's like, okay, you're feeling a little bit of the effects. Drunk is like, okay, you're starting to like be, you know, a little bit dizzy with it, right? The world's starting to spin around you just a wee bit. And hammered is like everything is spinning. I feel like I could collapse. I am drunk and I'm having a dumbass smile on my face and I'm having the time of my life and I have no social anxiety and I can ramble about whatever I feel like. And it is peachy. That was the perfect example of me being hammered. I couldn't formulate speech. That's how you know I'm hammered, is when I get the word. When I can't word like that, when I start... That's when you know I'm gone. That's when you know the night's good. When I start to do that bit, I can't like word what I'm trying to word. God, it's silly. Give any alcohol. Are you of age? I will not give alcohol to those who are not legally able to consume. I am 23. I am legally able to consume. Henceforth, I am getting drunk. Ooh, yummers. Yummy Skittle. Give me small shot. I will give you 2 shots of vodka. No, I'll give you. I would give 2. I would give you small shot. The moonshine wasn't that strong, actually. If I had stuff left over, I'd probably give you some of the moonshine. But I drank whatever left moonshine I had. It's fine. I ain't worried about cuddle. Pal, fella, brother, sibling. I'm too drunk to care if I get spawn camped. I know typically I'm like that, like a big point during Dorf War, but I'm just like, oi, watch a spawn camping, you know, like we're casual gaming here. I'm too drunk to worry. I'll admit, I am at the point where I'm just like, yeah, I'm Gucci. I can win, I can lose. I'm barely paying attention to the actual gameplay. I'm focusing more on the commentary, which the commentary's already kind of all over the place because I'm hammered. Oh, man. I love being Polish. Hey, the hammer buff goes crazy. I'm using hammer while hammered. That's the thing. You can give me a shot of water and then 20 more. That's probably the equivalent of, I think every shot would be... I actually did the math on this before because I was curious. And those were before I even drank alcohol. I was like, how many, like, small glasses of water could I fill? Per one bottle, it's like about 8 to 9... tiny shots of water, I think. I could be wrong on that, but I vaguely remember doing that when I was bored as a kid. You can clip the moment if you want. Still working through my work wine. Do I have water? I mean, I have water somewhere. I can grab. I promised already I will drink a bottle of water before I go to bed. I set myself aside a bottle of water, so I will have water before I go to bed. I know I'm going to be hungover tomorrow, but that's okay because I don't have to work for another 24 hours. I work at 11 p.m. tomorrow. So I have all day to recover a hangover. Your dad says yippee. Your dad is based. A dad that says yippee, like the TVH creature. Oh my gosh! Wait, chat. That's me for real, for real. If I become Dadjin one day, if I become Dadojin, I doubt it. But like, if I ever have kid, I'm gonna be the type of parent that says yippee. Y'all know that's gonna be real. The yippee creature gives me life. I can't believe I won that matchup there. Yeah, your dad sounds based, Ari. Oh. God. The yippee no, trust me, I love the yippee creature. I'm actually wanting to commission Cuddle. Actually, this is a perfect shameless plug. Hold on. So my artist behind my furry character, right? Like the Ochin, like the wolf guy, that guy. My go-to artist said, we haven't turned a profit on the merchandise yet. You know, the merch that like gets, you know, sold out in like 45 days. My artist said we will make a yippee creature sticker. We will make a yippee become real if we make a profit on the sales, which we need to yet. We only made 10 sales. I think we need to make about like a little more. I think we need to make like 10 more bucks. So that's like 2 more sales really. So shameless plug. If the merch that gets like unlisted in a couple days sells enough, we will make a yippee sticker. I'm gonna have a crazy Splatoon fever dream, probably. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be real. You're probably right about that, MS. I'll grab 1 bottle of water and a little bit. I have to finish up my drink first. Or I have to finish up my drink. I will pull the link for my merch. There are sticker sheets that exist. Yeah, there are sticker sheets that exist that need to be like sold. It only has 45 days left before the shop closes, though. All right, let me grab it. Shameless plug. Headed to my Etsy. Here is the Etsy. We have 10 sales, but we need to make 12. 45 days left. Shop closes on April 30th. The shop closes on April 30th. We need to make some chromer. So I'm gonna pin that. Watch a squid bag, and if he's squid bag, we don't do that here. I could be hammered, I could be drunk, but we're always respectful here. We're all about peace, love, and good vibes. Do not squid bag or be rude. You can squid back me, though. If you want squid back and you're on the enemy team, you can squid back me. I don't care much. I'm too drunk to care. There's so many bow. People like the bow. Hello, Ree. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm sipping on the adult juice and I'm having a great time. Bob my head into music, playing some Turf War. This is a good way to end a Sunday night. I'll probably end stream within an hour or so, probably around midnight. That's what I'm thinking. That way I can get a good night's sleep and rebound from the sustenance. I'm gonna take a small break to grab water after this, so I'll back out. I'll back out after this game to get water. I mean alcohol when I say adult juice. It's nothing sus. I mean adult juice. When I say adult juice, I mean... Wow, I almost said when I mean adult juice, I mean adult juice. When I say adult juice, I mean alcohol. That is my version of adult juice, because trust me, I am somebody who does not indulge in intimacy at the moment. So, when I say adult juice, I mean alcohol. About $30 worth of art supplies just now because I'm making a gift for a friend. That's cool. Jarvis, get Jack a bottle of water and maybe another hug. Yippee! Oh, yeah, I'm past Tipsy. Hammered. And I'm about to be even more hammered because I have to finish up the rest of this vodka that's in my cup. Which I will do. It's Tipsy edition, but it's probably, more than that. Also, hello, Buggy. Thanks for tuning into a stream. It's been a hot minute. As you mentioned on my one comment, I forgot to heart your comment on my one post or short I think you commented on. I just today's been a drinking day. I drank with Epi during our Drunken side order Soul Link, and then I decided I'm still drunk. I still have alcohol. I'm gonna drink a little more and do a bonus Turf War vibe. So I'm doing Turf War vibe tonight, drunk. And I'm doing Turf War vibes sober on Tuesday night. So, it's fun. What I find interesting statistically, it seems like people, like, the people who show up to watch the Drunken shenanigans have a good time because the like count and view count are high, but the sub count's usually in the negative, which I find interesting. Like, that's happened, like, the past, like, 2 drunk streams, which was, like, literally... my actually, it wasn't my birthday, I lie. Me when I lie. The 2 times I decided to have a drunk stream when it wasn't, my birthday, I actually went negative in the sub count. Which I find interesting. I like analyzing things even when I'm hammered. So I'm just like, huh, it's weird. People like it, but they don't like it all at the same time. It's kind of wacky. It's kind of bizarre, if you will. It's kind of goofy, type statistics. Alright, I'm gonna back out, as I mentioned. I'm gonna go get myself 1 water, and I will be back. I promise I'll drink a whole other bottle of water, before I go to bed, as I promised, so... Not working, so that's why I'm not here as much. Also school. That's fair, big man. Hopefully you're doing well. I was with Epi tonight. I was doing a side order Drunken Soul Link. If you want to check out that VOD. I was doing that earlier tonight. So yeah, let me go ahead, get that Uda, and I'll be right back and we'll do new dropping. Oh god. I may have almost fallen flat on my face because I forgot I was wearing flip-flops. But, I'm good. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, sure thing, big man. But Switch 2 is kind of fire. I'm so excited to react to that live from my one buckaroo. On April 2nd. Wait, there's a raid? Wait, is there actually a raid? Wait, what? I was away. I was getting water. Hello? Raid? Question mark? Hello, fellas? Question? Oh, hi, Shy Guy. What's up? Thanks for raiding me back. You know, I wasn't tired. So I decided to go live again because I also had a little bit of vodka left over. So I decided to go live again. We're playing some Parafor tonight. Please go ahead and check out Shy Guy's channel. Shy Guy's goated. He was playing the funny Luigi. Thank you for plugging Goose. Sorry, I'm just prepping my water here, before we hop in another Parafor. Wasn't tired story of my life. I mean, this. What do you mean this tone? I'm just hammered. Give me a break. Also, I'm just happy to see your raid. And Shy Guy's like one of my besties right now. Like Shy Guy, like outside of Insane, Shy Guy is like one of my closest online friend. Like Shy Guy's goated. Big Boo level had me dead. Why? Because you were simping again, or because you just kept dying in game? Because I believe, like, I would believe either answer. Oh, Big Boo, not King Boo. Okay. I thought it was King Boo, because I know every time King Boo, like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna call you out. I'm drunk. So I'm gonna be teasing my friends a lot more. Because I don't have any social anxiety. But no, every time Big Boo comes on screen, Shy Guy can't help himself. He spam clicks the screenshot button. You know why? Because Shy Guy is based and Shy Guy is a simp for King Boo, and I get it. I see the vision. King Boo is a big boo, but he's not the only big boo. That is true. Alright. I'm almost ready. Sorry, folks. Like, I have, like, these little ice cubes, and I'm making ice water. I'm so American. Americans love ice water for some reason. Don't know why, but we do. We love that ice water. That ice water just hits different, I guess. Hello, Kyla. Hopefully you're doing well. You want some oil with that ice water? No, thank you. Yeah, ice water is much more of an American thing, actually, believe it or not. He's really interesting to me. He just grew to love Luigi Mansion. That's real. Chat, get this man a true as we boot up and do a new drop-in. We need to worry about the supply with the pre-order of Switch 2 like PS5 or Xbox. I mean, Nintendo is upping their production. I know that for sure. Oh, I fucking love this lo-fi. I didn't have my headphones on. I didn't have my headphones on until just now. That's lo-fi. I like this lo-fi. Yeah, Pokemon and Boos are definitely gremlin creature. That's why do you think I'm a Boo in Jamboree? Boo's awesome. Boo and Dry Bones too. If Dry Bones was that, I'd probably be Dry Bones. Dry Bones is a cool character. I main Dry Bones in Marpar 7. Have a good night. You heading out? Alright, have a good one, big man. I like this lo-fi colon D. That's just me when I'm drunk. Like, you can hear the raw emotion a lot more. That's just how it be. On me, wait, no, me tank as in like the tank from Miitopia? Like, you know the tank class? Because the tank class in Miitopia is kind of fire. It definitely gives off that gremlin energy too. That's why back in the day, Jack ... yeah? Oh, when I hear the words me and tank, I think of the oh, you said Miltank! Oh, you said Miltank, not me tank! I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't see text well. I'm not wearing my glasses. That's not even a fully drunk thing. I will admit it. Part of that is a drunk thing. But I read that Miltank looked like me tank, you know, like M-I-I tank. So I thought you were referring to the tank class in Miitopia. Look, I'm only a little hammered. Just a little bit. The star damn Pokemon, okay. Sorry. I read that as like me and then tank, like the me's on the Wii. You know, do you understand where I was coming from at least? Could you see the vision, or am I just that far gone? Am I in insanity where people don't understand where I'm coming from at all? Or does somebody understand where I'm coming from still? Alright, Caleb, hopefully you have a good night. Ah, man, I'm dead. Look. Where did my cup go? What the? Oh, it's over there, okay. I was like, what? Where the fuck? I just had my cup of water. Where did it go? I can see the vision, it's just blurry. The text just looks a little blurry and it's doing like a little funky town dance. But it's... I'm cracking myself up. I'm so drunk I forgot where my drink is. My drink's not even alcoholic, it just has water. See, I keep forgetting where my oh, number one, my glasses are incredibly permanently smudged. Like, my glasses are really in bad shape, and my vision insurance is horrible. So I need to, like, wait for my insurance to kick in before I can see an eye doctor again. But I know I need a new prescription. Without my glasses, like, text is a little bit... It's like, okay, the best way I can describe it is, like, with glasses, I can see 1080p. Without glasses, it's basically 480p. So it's less quality. I can still make things out for the most part, but every now and then, some words that are very similar will blend in together, or letters. So that's why when he said like the milk tank, it looks like it says me tank because the lowercase I and L look very similar to me. You know what I mean? Like they just kind of blend together naturally. Throw in alcohol into the mix and it's even worse. What is the exact scenario of losing your beer because you're drunk made into a Dutch song? Because why not? I thought I do say Silva Gunner. Yeah, wait. Wait, is it Siva Gunner? Wait, is it actually Siva Gunner? Wait, is it 2 I's in it? I thought it was Silva. Wait, seriously? It's Siva Gunner? When? I feel like it's a Mandela effect. You're giving me... I'm gonna start crashing out. Are you serious? Has it always been Siva? I thought it was Silva my entire life. I've known that YouTube channel for like 10 years. And no one's corrected me until you. Are you serious? It's Siva? Oh my god. I'm having an existential crisis right now. The second I is capital. Wait. So it is Silva Gunner? I'm so effed. I'm so confused. You can't, number one, you can't do this to me while I'm drunk. Number two, I would be having probably a very similar reaction when I was sober. Because, like, I've always called it Silva Gunner. Like, Silva, like, for like, the word silver, but you're, like, instead of ER, it's an A. So it's like Silva Gunner. I'm so lost right now. I'm typing the same letters both times. Siva Gunner and Silva Gunner. I change it. So wait, how are you supposed to know it's another I then? How do you not know it's a L? How do you not know? How do you know if they look exactly the same? If a capital I and a capital L look exactly the same, how are you supposed to know the difference between the two? How are you supposed to ever know if it's Siva Gunner or Silva Gunner? I don't know what, I've never noticed the difference. Lowercase L has a thing at the bottom? I don't know what you're talking about. See, this is why we need cursive. Cursive, you can tell the difference between every letter. Even in a cursive L and a cursive E has a height difference. That's easier. Lowercase L is usually a bit taller than uppercase. I don't notice that. Do you think I can notice that? I've never noticed that in my 23 years of living on this planet. See, this is why I like I like cursive. Cursive is easier than this. The letter L and the letter I are always different, especially capital. My brainy hurty. Those look the same! I don't know what you mean! Those look exactly the same! It looks like you're just spamming the same character! I don't know what you're talking about. That all just looks like a bunch of blurry vertical lines. They look the same! Ah! They look the same! They're just blurry, vertical, perpendicular lines. If there's a difference between them, it's probably a pixel difference, because I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference. Y'all are gaslighting me, I swear. Y'all supposed to be gaslighting me, because I don't see jack shit. There's no difference, like there's capital L, there's capital I, there's a lowercase I, there's a capital I, and then there's this thing. The only thing that looks different is the end thing, and that's because it's a symbol. It's a vertical symbol line. But L, or capital I, and lowercase l, those just look like perpendicular lines to me. I don't see a difference. I don't see, oh. That's a lowercase l and a capital I. I don't see the, I don't see the difference. I don't see it. They just look like two blurry vertical lines. Because it's blurry because I don't have my glasses. And I'm a decent length away from my monitor. But I don't see a bendy thing. What are you talking about? I don't see a bendy thing. What are you talking about? I'm going insane. I'm literally losing my marbles, and I've lost them ages ago. Come back. I'm not gonna get my glasses are up in my bedroom. If I'm going to my bedroom, I'm falling asleep. I am both buggy, and there's no difference. They look the same. Capital I and lowercase l just look the same. They've always have, they always will. They look the same. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. By the default font on Google, they look the same. Whatever font Google uses, I think is Roboto, they look exactly the same. Nobody, I would walk out of the building if corporate asked me to find the difference between the two pictures. They're the same picture. I'm on iPad now, so that might affect it on the mobile app. Yeah, I'm on desktop. On desktop, they use Roboto. And on the Roboto font, there's no difference. I'm telling you, the font that's used on the desktop version of YouTube. There's no curve, there's no, like, thing you explained. Pearl. I know you said there's like you're able to see like a curve or something. There ain't none of that on desktop. I'm using desktop, Google Chrome, YouTube, popped out text chat. I don't see a curve. I'm going to drive I'm going to punch a wall. I am so close to punching a wall. I can put on, like, look, I have trouble seeing things near, like, or far away. I can see things near perfectly fine. I'm holding my laptop screen up to my, okay, it's a 1 pixel difference, okay? I see it, I don't see a curve, but I'm holding it up to my face, and I do see, like, a 1 pixel difference. I'm looking at, like, Buggy's message. There is, like, a 1 pixel difference. I don't see the curve you're referring to. But there is I will admit that there's a 1 pixel difference when I see it up. Like, I put the screen up to my eyeball. And I could see the one, like, it's just 1 pixel, like, taller. The curve, though, you lost me. You lost me on the curve. I was talking about my eyes and lowercase l's. I'm going to shoot you. I won't do that, actually. For legal reasons, I won't do that. Or I'll just, how about this? I'll reword it. I'll shoot you in the face with a Nerf gun 5 times in a row if you start doing that. Those 2 letters are bullshit, and I will take that all the way to my grave, okay? It is bullshit that lowercase L and capital I look exactly the fucking same on text. You know what I need to, I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna put on my webcam and I'm gonna draw it for you. I think I have a sketch pad somewhere. I'm gonna draw this shit for you. I'm gonna show you how to properly draw an uppercase I, okay? And this is how it should be. Or, okay? I'll screen share MS Paint, and I will do it after this match. Because I am taking this to my grave. I'm crashing out over the letters I and L, and while doing so, I am taking the biggest L of my life, but I do not care. I will draw those damn letters in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm not taking the biggest I of my life, okay? See, I understand the context. I understand that's a low, like, that's a freaking I now, because of context, but let me break it down for you. People wonder why I drink. It's because of my live chat and my parents. Those are the 2 things that lead me to drink. Actually, 3 things. I have student loans, too, which is the 3rd reason. But these are my 3 reasons why I drink. Live chat, student loans, and family. That one wasn't capital. I can't tell. I will show you what needs to happen, okay? I'm taking biggest L, not the biggest I. Okay, okay. Look, just give me a minute. Give me about 1:20, or however long it takes to finish the match and do the results screen or whatever. I'll back out of this game, I'll boot up MS Paint, and I'll show you exactly how to fix this problem, okay? It's an easy solution in how I actually draw my capital I's, okay? And how they should be drawn in all fonts. I will argue this till my dying breath. Capital I's across the board, no matter what font, should look like how I draw it, okay? I'm gonna draw this capital I. I'm gonna solve the world's problems. I'm gonna solve the world's problems 1 capital I at a time, 1 lowercase l at a time. Let me show you how it's done. MS Paint somewhere, I think, on this laptop. But are you using font pearl? What do you mean? Okay, I'm booting up Paint. I'm booting up Paint. Let me add a window capture. Create. Yeah, MS Paint. That didn't work. Okay. Let me... Son of a bitch. Okay. Tell you what. We're gonna do it this way. Okay, maybe it's a different... Let me look on it on mobile, because I'm telling you right now, on desktop, it does not exist. There is no curve. I guarantee you, on desktop, it just does not exist. I'm using the desktop thingy. There is no curve. I'm booting up. I don't see it on mobile either. I see the height difference better on mobile. The height difference is there. It's much more visible on mobile. The L, the capital I, and lowercase l. There is the height difference is definitely more visible compared to desktop. But no, if I can't screen share paint, I'll webcam it. I do not care if I can find a pen. Sweet, I found a pen. Okay. It's out of lead! Okay. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. Okay. There. Where's my damn window capture? This is the way it should be done for every font across the board. It'll save me the migraine. It'll save everyone the migraine. I, with the freaking lines on it, and then L is just the stick then, okay? Capital I should have those two horizontal sticks at the top. It should be like a T with an extra line. Okay? I'm flipping off the alphabet. That's me flipping off the alphabet. I'm sick and tired of the damn alphabet. This alphabet's stupid. Screw whoever invented the alphabet in the American language. It is a complete and utter bullshit. Or whoever invented the Roboto text font to make capital I and lowercase l look the fucking same. It's bullshit. It's hearsay. Fuck you, alphabet. We're dropping back in. This is my TED Talk. Well, you see, alcohol brings back the old Jack sometimes. Sometimes. Maybe the real Jack was the friends we made along the way. Where's my controller? Okay, there. Back in the day, I used to be as unhinged as I am when I'm drunk. But it's so funny to think about. I'm not making up for him. Please, please, for the love of God. Pearl, if you have like an email address or something with your username so you don't dox yourself or anything, please email that to me. I'm dying to see it. I'm dying. I want to know what curve you're talking about. I want to know. Please, if you're talking about a curve on a line, but Chad, I'm not seeing this bullshit, right? What is L in my game? Who are you? Who are you? Why are you in my game? Why? What? I'm going insane. Okay, I'm going insane. Why? Why is this the bit from tonight? Oh my god.
I didn't like do a double take of that. I had to like look at the username twice to make sure I wasn't hallucinating. Because I literally felt like I was hallucinating seeing that. I was like, who? Oh my god. Chat, I just have one small question for you. It's just very small, just very hypothetical. If I go clinically insane, can people please, can live chat please pay for my therapy? That's all I ask. If I go fully insane, thank you, Shane. Stay in school and learn some ABCs. Oh my god. Thank you, Shane.
Stay in school and learn some ABCs by Dr. Seuss.
Just know that L and capital I is bullshit. Oh my god. Thank you for paying for my therapy session. I'm gonna need that. Alright. Thank you, Robot 2! A happy hippo hopped and hiccuped. The happy hippo whom hopped and hiccuped drank so much from the proper caffeinated copper coffee. And this is why the hippo hopped and hiccuped.
A happy hippo hopped and hiccuped. The happy hippo whom hopped and hiccuped drank such much from his proper caffeinated copper coffee pot. Thus is why the hippo hopped and hiccuped.
Oh my god. Thank you for the soups. The soup buzz. But also, Cuddle, you're getting a Satan grab.
Looney donated $2 through Super Chat. ILIL.
Okay, so thank you to okay, text-to-speech. That's how I win. Text-to-speech is to Alright, mods, I'm gonna ban this person real quick. I'm banning. Thank you, text-to-speech, for saving my sanity. Oh, Eve. Crying, sobbing, rolling on the floor. I'm too drunk, Robot. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not going to be able to read that 5 times faster, and I'm not going to. I'm letting the text-to-speech handle that. Super. Also, welcome back, Popolo. I had a little bit of alcohol leftovers, so we decided to keep going and boot up a new live. My phone is Android. Is default font. Thank you. Okay, see, that's different. I have my Android has a different default font. Thank you for figuring that out, Pearl. I was losing my mind. I was starting to lose my mind. Thank you for figuring out what font it was, because I was like, there's no curve. I have said the tongue twister. I was about to say, I'm losing my mind. I'm running out of my mind. Is this really my life? I'm running out of time. Is this really my life? My life. Well, that's because no one else had that font on. No one else had the Samsung font. Or at least wasn't speaking up about it. I was like, what are you cooking, girl? I don't know what you mean.
I was like, it has to be a different font. It just has to be. Okay, DM that to me, Buggy. Please, please. I know you have Discord. I know Pearl don't. So please take a screenshot of that font and that whatever curve Pearl is talking about. Please let me see, because the way Pearl was describing it made it sound like a capital J or something. I want to see this curve. I want to see it. That sounds wrong. Let me clarify. I want to see the curve on the alphabet. Please let me see the curve on the letter. Because if I don't phrase it, if I don't phrase it right, it sounds hella sus. But I want to see this curve on the letter, okay? That's what I want to see. Do you have a go? Hey, yo. Okay. Yippee! I want chat! Oh, okay, okay, I see it now. Okay, see, that curve doesn't exist on us, but I see the curve now. I see the curve from the DM, okay. Okay, I see what you were cooking now. Our kindergarten, look, my kindergarten teacher told me that there was no, I remember asking this in elementary school, actually, to be specific. That's why I was really losing my mind. I was asking. I legit asked. So wait, is there a difference between lowercase L and capital I? And that's when they drew me, when I drew for you guys, like, oh, you can differentiate it by adding these two lines to it if you really want to, because typically, there's little to no difference. So, guess what? Take that, atheist. Checkmate. No, I saw from Robots DM. Actually, I'm not. Okay, checkmate, fellas. That always covers all grounds. That's why fellas is one of my favorite words out there. Yes! 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 Na 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 every day. I on sucker replay, cause that shot is like a melody in my head. Got me singing like na 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 every day. I'll suck and replay. Battle with your friend. Who could have ever known there would ever be more than friend? Like a gun to my holster. Cause shot is like a melody in my head. Got me na every day, like my mind stuck on replay. Shot is like a melody in my head. Got me singing like na 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 every day, like my mind stuck on replay. Da da na na na. Ba ba da da da. La da 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 da. Couldn't ever known we'd ever be more than friends. Yippee! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da. I don't know the rest of the lyric, but shawty's like a melody in my head. Got me singing like na 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 every day, like my mind stuck on replay. Shawty's like a melody in my head. Na 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 every day. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-na. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da ba da da da. Da 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 da. Shawty's like a melody in my head. Got me singing like na 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 every day, like my mind stuck on replay, replay. Shawty's like a melody in my head. Got me singing like na 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 every day, like my mind stuck on replay, replay. Sorry, kind of lost it there for a minute. Ooh, natural too. I just got done singing those, so I won't sing this one. I don't care if that was cringe. I don't care if I lose subscribers from that. I was just stimming that entire time. Oh man. Deep inside me, I'm fading to black, I'm fading, taken off by the blood of my hand. I can taste it, the end's upon me, I swear, gonna make it. Gonna make it, you're unnatural. A beating heart of stone. Gotta be so cold to make it in this world. Alright, I'm having a great time, sorry. I Shadow Mask. Don't mind me, I'm stimming so much right now. The booze is good, the vibes are immaculate. I'm having a great time, and this is all coming after I went off on like probably a good half-hour tangent about the letter I and the letter L, so that's always fun. The night's been a great night. Hopefully you're doing well too, Mike. Ivy Kai's Zambies, oh no. Yeah, the booze is phenomenal. I got some, it was vodka and Sprite mixed with those, y'all know those like rainbow popsicles that are like red, white, and blue? It was basically a mixed drink I made with those. Yeah, all because this tree spelling is Siva Gunner, and I'm like, huh? But it is what it is. I'm chill with it now. I went off on my rant. I figured out why Pearl knew what she knew, because like, how the heck can you tell the difference between the two letters? They look exactly the same. It was a difference of font. We found the reason why. Chirp. Chirp. What is that name, Chirp? Chirp, you do realize you can't change that name for 90 plus days now, right? Or you can't change that name for like a month or whatever. Why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that to me? Why would you name yourself that? Every now that Chirp is listening, they are. Well, I mean, I figured as much. I mean, Chirp's changed their name to Lurker Chirp. I know Chirp lurks a lot. Chirp is definitely one of the, like, most consistent viewer fellas, because they are constantly lurking. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Hi, Cuddle.
Ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum.
You know, lowercase L and capital I. I can't tell which is which, though. Don't ask me to. Don't ask me to, or else I'm gonna throw my head outside a window. Yeah. Look. On Switch, too. Look, on Switch, you can't tell a difference. You can see, there's no difference. It's the font that's important. I'm not gonna answer that. You missed a lot, Mike. You missed a hell of a lot. Also, tee-hee, bunny. Tee-hee. Why did you send me a gif of L in my TM's Cuddle? I'm gonna see it and grab you. I'm gonna strangle you. I'm gonna strangle you platonically. Get over here. So wait, I was right on my assumption that it's L-I. Okay, that's crazy. Mike, don't you dare start. Mike, I will find what, I will knock on every damn door in your state and I will find your ass. I mean this in the nicest way possible. I will find you and I will drive you to Barry's house, where I'll drop you off, and yeah. I don't have enough vodka for this. Mike, you do not understand how much I ranted about that. You do not. This stream should be retitled to Jack Rambles about the letters of the alphabet. Or at least a video made out of it. Jack Rambles about the letter I and the letter L while drunk on stream. I don't have enough water for this. I mean, I do. I have a whole, like, refrigerator filled with water if I really needed it. But I do genuinely appreciate your concern for, or looking out for me, genuinely. I do appreciate that, like, slash genuine. But I do have enough water available. Teehee, hi, bunny. It looks like I'm not the only one getting hammered tonight. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. T. Alright, how to make some of you guys as hammered as I am. Get over here! Hi, buddy. Hi! Mike, I will time you out in chat. Or if we're collabing, I will just leave the call for like 3 minutes if you do that to me. Man, I'm dead. Ba-da-da-dum.
I can decode that. I see right through it. Yeah, I don't. Wait, I have an Android. Pearl, what's the name of that font? Please tell me. I will download that font. I will download that font and I will use it. Please, I need it. I need it in my life so I don't get tortured. Samsung 1, thank you. I will write that down. I do not want to be tortured by that font anymore. I'm going to my settings right now on my phone and checking my font. Settings, font. Font size and style. Okay, here we go. Font. Okay, it's dark mode. Oh, multiplayer maps and mode updated. Font size and style. Here we go. Font style. Samsung 1. Let's go! It worked! I can see the curve! It worked! I'm free! Finally! I am free. I'm free! I can finally leave! Martha, I'm coming home, sweetie! Yep, nope, it doesn't work, and I can prove it. You know why? I know, like, the L, like the curve, I see the curve as the second letter and the fourth letter. It worked. I'm finally free. I can finally leave. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't. Thank you, Pearl. You are quite literally. That's IOI. Someone clip it. Well, oh, I wasn't looking at my mobile phone. Oh, no, it is LOL. It doesn't have the curve on it. I'm looking at my mobile phone. I have my phone on the side. Yeah, I don't see the. I know I can see the curves. I know what letters it was what now. If I don't verbalize it right, I know. Still, I see the curves. I see the curves. Ready Player One. I have not watched that movie. I probably should. Hold on, I have to look at my phone every now and then to see. That one's LOI, or wait, is the capital I the one with the curve, right? Capital I has the curve, correct? Just so I'm interpreting right, because I see LOI with a curve. L is the one with the curve. Okay, so lowercase L is the one with the curve. So that one's IOL then. I can see the I. I can see it now though. I is the one with the curve, so it was LOI. I see it now. I see the vision. You guys can't do it to me anymore. I'm immune. I am finally free. I just have to look at my phone. I can't. Wait, no. Oh, wait, don't listen. Pearl, you're the voice of reason. Okay, so L is the one with the curve. Okay. It doesn't work for me. I can see the curves. I know what is what.
Your feeble tricks have no effect on me now. I see the vision. You missed a lot. Trying to explain it would be too much. Just TLDR, you missed a lot. I have learned how to counter your spell, Pata. You dare use my own spells against me, Pata? But no, I know the trick now. Thank you, Pearl. That maniacal laughter sealed the deal. I cannot. I finally. Sweet release. I thought I'd have to deal with the I and L, like, for the next couple streams. But I'm finally free. I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry. I don't have to stress. Everything is okay. Oh, that font looks weird though. Ew, okay. It's a curse worth having, but the swapping fonts from default to the Samsung one makes the sub count numbers look weird in YouTube Studio. Ew. I don't know, I have to boot up on my mobile phone to see, but I can see the difference on my mobile phone. I'm turning off my phone because I'm low on battery. And I'm going to be ending stream here soon. I just want to finish my water, and then I'm going to bed. I'm starting to feel really droopy. I will in a minute. Let me check after this match. Ew, it even makes my clock look weird, yeah. It's a price I'll have to pay to be immune, but ugh. I don't like that font, actually. I don't like Samsung one, I'll be real. It doesn't look right. I was just using the whatever my default was on a Galaxy S21. But definitely wasn't that. Hype for then saw this chaos lol. Then suffer instead, :3. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to, like, no matter what, I suffer either way. Either I suffer because y'all fellers. God, I sound so. I sound like I'm not from a northern state when I say y'all fellers. But y'all fellers, whenever y'all cheese me with the I or L, I'm immune to it on my when I look at chat on my phone. But if I change the font back, you know, then I'm not immune to that. But font's not my cup of tea. Look, every now and then the PA does sounds a little southern like, alright? That's just how it be. Tain't so. I can't wait to Terraform Revive on Tuesday when I'm sober. I'm gonna sleep good tonight, wake up with a hangover, have a hell of a good lunch, and do what I need to do around the house, and then I'm gonna sleep like all day after clean the turlets. Ma Ojin wants the bathrooms cleaned tomorrow, so I'm gonna do that. I just got a big glass of ice water, which apparently is a US thing, as I've only just learned tonight. Well, you learn something new every day. It is a lot more of an American thing to have ice water. In Europe, ice water's not as popular. It is seen as an American thing.
All right. Why are you sending me alphabet lore? Okay, so in Discord it has the curve. I just checked on Discord. Oh wait, because I'm on my phone. Chat. Chat, I think I'm actually going insane. I was like, oh my gosh, Discord has the that font too with the curve. I forgot I changed my font settings on my phone. That happened like not even 10 minutes ago. Alright, Chad, can you just do me a favor? Call me Unc and tell me to go to bed. Oh, wait, Discord does actually have the curve? Okay. Go better. Unc. I'll go to bed, thank you. I promise I'm gonna go to bed soon. Don't call me baby girl. It's that time, little bro. I don't think I'm a little bro. Are you older than me? I'm 23. You can call me little bro if you're older than me. If you're not, then don't call me little bro. Beyblade geek. Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip. Let's fight an epic battle. Alright, Big Bro's fine too. Big Bro works. I'm not a big girl. Alright, actually, there's one tiny thing I wanted to yap about on stream eventually. I wanna make that. There's only like I'm pretty lenient on what people call me, right? Like baby girl's fine because it's like teasing and whatnot. Like Epi started that, it's like silly. There's only one thing I'm gonna I'm just wanna make it clear as a boundary. Okay, like in all seriousness, I know this is gonna sound silly, potentially, but I do have a boundary that I want to verbalize in a serious note. Like I will say this to you, sober, drunk. This is like pure cognitive in my soul. One of the boundaries I do have. Please, you can call me, you can make fun of me, tease me, whatever. But wow, their name's Samsung, and we were talking about Samsung font. Anyway, one boundary I do have that I do want to remain always really kind of apparent. This is something I just decided a while ago. Please do not refer to me as Jackie unless you're my significant other. It's something I've been thinking about for a bit, and I know some past SOs called me it, and it made me happy when they did, but when other people do it, if I'm even when I'm single and stuff, I just don't feel comfortable with that unless you're an SO. So I just want to make that clear as one boundary, because I don't think I've really verbalized that much. So I just I want to just going forward, just call me Jack, just call me Ojin, call me whatever, OG. I'm fine with BG. Hey yo, pause. I got oil. But no, for real, that is, I don't know, that's something I've been thinking about for a bit. The only time there's very unless it's the Jackie's, yeah, that's a little different too. I think the only exception I have to that is I know if someone is sibling vibe too, I will probably, if I give you a pass for it, then it's okay. I know Vic rated me one time and she called me Jackogień, and I think that's funny. But Vic kind of radiates that older sibling / cousin vibe for me. She reminds me very heavily of an older cousin I have. So Vic is chill with that. If she's silly and says Jackogień, I'm okay with it. Or if Cuddle But like for the most part, I do prefer not. Can I call you by your full legal name and address? Not on stream. If you know, don't say it on stream. For folks who know, do not say. DMs, sure. I still want to call, says Bro and Ojin and Jack rolls off the tongue better. Okay, insert Jack's name. Yeah, I prefer Jack. Yeah. I don't know, I just want to, like, make that clear. I know I'm, like, drunk. But I'm still, like, cognitive enough to know that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the weird thing about me drinking alcohol is, like, no matter what, I'm still pretty... I know some people, like, whenever they're... Bring me egg. Only egg can sustain me. But no, it's interesting because I know for some people, whenever they're drunk, some people describe it like they're no longer in the hot seat. You know what they mean? Like, some people aren't, like, the type of drunk that is not cognitive. I've never had that. Even when I've been absolutely trash hammered. The most I've ever drinking in my life was around my brother's bachelor party. Outside of that, well, even during that, I've never had like an out-of-body experience or never feeling like I'm in full control. Also, good night, Spot Mike. Take care, buddy. Peace, love, a good vibe, little bro. But no, like, it's interesting to me because like I could be so shit-faced. You know what I mean? Like, I can be absolutely on the floor, drunker than a skunk, wanting to just throw up, pass out, whatever. I could be, like, absolutely body, mind destroyed, but I'm still in the hot seat. I've never not been in the hot seat while consuming alcohol. The only time I've ever really felt like that was when I was concussed. That was, like, the only time I ever, because I've had 2 minor concussions in my life. One when I rolled my car, in, like, senior year of high school, and one when a metal shelf fell on my head when I was working at Lowe's. But yeah, I've never, through alcoholic substances, I've never not been in the hot seat. And I've heard stories of people who felt like they weren't, which is interesting. I wish I could have that good kind of out-of-body experience, like kind that isn't sick or injured. Oh, you mean like a lucid dream? I've had one of those before. I had a lucid dream. I don't remember much about it. It was when I was younger. I think I was like probably like, it was the type of like whenever you were younger, and like you would dream of like the playground and shit like that. So like I think I was like probably like 12 or 11 or 10 or something. It was like one of those younger years, right? And in my out of body like lucid dream type experience, when I knew I was dreaming and I knew I had like full control over my dream, the type of shit I had was like dreaming of like like owning a giant house, and the house was like merged with a playground, and I could like control how the layout was. And so I made like this like cool gaming room, bedroom, like hangout area that went into like a slide that would slide you all the way down to the kitchen area where you can like cook up meals and like have snacks and stuff. And then like that's where like the entrance of the building was and things like that. Like that was the kind of dream I decided to cook up, was like this giant, and I remembered it was also like a skyscraper. And also the skyscraper would connect to other skyscrapers, and the other skyscrapers is where my friends lived. And so there would be slides that would lead from my house to other people's houses. And so I'd ride on the slide and like go to my friend's friend's skyscraper to like hang out. And like my one friend had like a rooftop like pool as part of his skyscraper or something. That's the only like lucid dream I really remember. that was like the only thing where I had full control over a dream, and like I was just like cooking up all these crazy ideas. Like, it was wild. I don't know what I was on, but I was having a great time. Jack has always had 2 green eyes. That's why, I don't know why, I only just noticed. Yes, Jack has always had 2 green eyes, because here's the lore behind the eye colors for Jack and Ojin. Ojin's supposed to represent both, like, my entire lifelong experiences a little bit with like their eye color, right? So when I think I've told the story on stream, but when I was about 7 or 8, my eye color permanently changed from age, like, you know, when I was born, like age 0, all the way to age like 7 or 8. My eyes were blue, like Ojin's blue eye. My eyes were blue, and then suddenly, around the time I was 7 or 8, randomly one day they changed to green. So Ojin has heterochromia of blue and green, just to like represent both my mom and my dad, because my mom's side of the family is where that gene came from for the blue eye, because my mom has blue eyes, my dad has green. So the blue eye represents my ma, the green represents my dad. Since I have like green eyes, or bluish green eyes rather, like it depends, they fluctuate a little bit. Since I personally always have green eyes, I decided to leave Jack to always have green eye. My eyes still kind of fluctuate, like I mentioned, a little bit. Every now and then my eyes will get either a like lighter blue-green or a darker green, depending on my mood, and other factors. I don't know what controls it necessarily, because I know both me and my older brother both have something similar in that aspect. My older brother has a thing where when he gets in a mood or his emotions are out of whack, his eyes are green and has always been green, but he'll get a brown slit in his eye. Like, part of his eye, like, will have like a vertical line, and that vertical line will be like purely like make his eye brown color. I don't know why this happens. I don't know if it's like a rare genetic mutation. I don't know if it's just a family thing, but that is something that does happen in my family, where our emotions like kind of tie into our eye color a little bit. And it's really apparent with my older brother and myself, where sometimes mine will be like the more bluish green, brighter color, lighter color eye, versus like a darker green. That's a way to put it, a mood ring eye. But that's just something that does occur. We don't know why. So, I guess interesting lore bit. No, we've already tested it. It's just, it's nothing serious or anything like that, because it's happened our entire lives. And, you know, hold on, I'm 23, he's 5.5 years older than me. He's a healthy 28-year-old, I'm a healthy 23-year-old. So, well, healthy's a little subjective. I mean, I'm absolutely hammered on alcohol. But besides the alcohol in my bloodstream, I'm good. I'm trying to... There we go. Well, I mean, besides my eyes, like, being blurry and stuff, no. Besides needing glasses. I know my brother's eyes are fine. He has 20/20 vision. Trust me, he used to brag about it all the time when I went to get glasses. He'd boast to me all the time, like, oh, I don't need glasses, I have 20/20 vision. phone call tonight. Who calls me at 12:20 in the morning? Apparently someone called me 3 hours ago. Or 3 minutes ago. Who called me? Who is that number? They didn't leave a message. Bro, who calls me this late at night? Bro. Okay, whatever. Oh boy, 12:20. Time to call Jackogień. I don't know. They didn't leave a message, so it must not be important. That's always been my philosophy. If you don't leave a message, then it's not important. And it's not a number I recognize either. It's not like caller ID or anything. It's a possibility it's my work, but I doubt it. I don't work tonight, I work Monday. I'll double check my visual voicemail, but I don't think I left a message. Because like normally I'd be a eepy, you know what I mean? Like I would be fast asleep, and I wouldn't see that till the morning anyway. So why randomly on the night where I decide to stay up and drink and have a good time, I get a random call from a random number. For 25 to like barely legal to drive without glasses in the span of a couple of years. Oh damn, that's interesting. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, the last message I have is from Momojin on my voicemail. So, and we addressed whatever she called me about. So like, again, if it was important, they would leave a message. Why are you calling me at 12:20 in the morning? From iCloud account saying they were impressed with my resume. I need to be 21 to apply, etc. I'm younger than 21. Yeah, those suck, especially with, you know, trust me, as somebody who's applying for jobs, if I get like fraud emails about jobs, it's just annoying. Like I had this like fraud, like my my main email actually, like my main business one, that I use for like, you know, professional reasons. My like my spam folder. Did I just say like folder? What did I say instead of folder? I like messed up my speech so much. I said like something else other than folder. Anyway, my main like my spam folder is like filled to the brim with like this. Oh, sign up for these like free checks in the mail. Are you getting spam calls in Chinese? That's interesting. I like almost never get spam called. But what's weird is that's a local number that called me. Like that's from my area. Let me see if I can look up this number and see if it's anything important. Real quick. Oh. Yeah, that is important. That is work. Tell you what. We're gonna call it here. Everyone has a lovely rest of their night. I don't know why work is calling me, but that was the work number. I don't know why it's not in my insurance number, like my caller ID, but that is like one of the offices for the job I work at. So I hope everyone has a lovely rest of your night. Take care of yourself, peace, love, and good vibes, and all that good stuff. I'll be live again on Tuesday for a regular Turf War vibe that's not involving alcohol. And yeah, y'all take care of yourself. Bye-bye.